Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Monday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that as we do every single day, and we do have a banger of a show for you this afternoon. We will get you caught up on what's happening in the world. We'll do that around 3:20 with JCS News, 4 o'clock hour. It's Ross Thoughts, a special early Ross Thoughts. We'll also get Emily, the movie relationship expert. We'll also do some trivia, and we'll end it up with sports and our buddy Ray Trendley. Plus, you heard it here first. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Miss Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien Ross Paget.
Feeling accidentally cute with Jim.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Find us easily on social. Instagram, Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On X, just at Jim Colbert Show. And all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can check us out on YouTube. Watch the show as we do it. Get involved with our question of the day. Hop in the chat room. And if you want to send a talk back, that's easy as well. Just grab the iHeartRadio app, go straight to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack, and we'll get you on the air.
Superstar.
Your 3 o'clock keyword is preset, Preset. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Preset, guys, that is your 3 o'clock keyword. Good luck. We hope you win.
Yes, we do.
That is also how I became a father.
Wait.
Moving on.
Yes,
Sorry.
moving on.
Too early for that.
Yeah. Good week this weekend. Did you guys have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Had a good weekend this weekend. It was great. Anybody do anything special? Like, let's say, go to Austin and tear it up?
I had a great week, a better weekend. This last 7 days have
Pretty
been
good, huh?
nothing short of comedy euphoria for
That's
me.
awesome. I want to hear all about that, and I think we have about 4 minutes of open show to do that later in this program.
That's fine.
Packed up show today.
I did a comedy festival just last night with Joel. We debuted a whole new show that was kind of been underneath the wraps, been working on for the last week, just in my entertainment hot zone, getting pumped up for Mount Dora at the end of the month, man.
That's right. That's what I was about to say.
29th.
Yeah, August 29th. Get your tickets. It is 14 sketches coming to Mount Dora. You can grab your tickets at, what's it, Deborah? realradio.fm/comedies, where you can find out all you need to know about it.
Indeed.
And get them now,
That's right.
because it's probably going to sell out.
Yeah, you got VIP and GA both available.
Yeah, Jack, you went over to, what'd you do this weekend? You did something cool this weekend. You went to see like a show or something,
I
right?
went to Tampa and I got to see Romantics, Christopher Cross, and Toto perform.
Wow.
My God.
My brother-in-law is playing sax in Christopher Cross's band.
Okay.
So got to see my brother-in-law there and, did the backstage thing. That was kind of fun.
Nice.
Got to hang out with Christopher Cross again.
Again? Was he cool again?
He was cool again.
Yeah.
Do you call him like CC now at this point?
You know what?
That's great.
When we text, I'd say CC.
CC. All right. Just the 2 letters or CEECEE?
No, see, I would say the 2 letters.
Okay, yeah, nice.
I know a lot of CCs. Deb's, husband.
Yeah.
He's a CC.
He's a CC.
That's true. Yeah, he is
Yeah.
a CC.
Don't forget about pizza.
Yeah, they got the pizza place.
Right, exactly. Don't forget about pizza for sure.
Yeah, that checks out.
CICI.
CC DeVille from Poison, of course. Don't want to forget him.
Yeah, big one.
Yeah, very
CC
nice.
Ryder.
Right.
Yeah.
Of the 3 shows, which was the best? Who did the best?
Well, I would say Chris. Well, I only saw Toto. I only saw the last 2 songs because we were behind the stage for most of that.
Oh, I got you. Okay, yeah.
We saw him last year, but when
Flex.
I came out and they played Hold the Line and then Africa, I caught the last 2 songs. And Lukather is just on point.
As good as it
still.
gets.
The sound,
As good as it gets.
sound was perfect.
Yeah.
It's just they nailed it. Joe Williams, we interviewed him a couple years ago, and it was just they sound so good.
How are the Romantics, man? I mean, the funny thing is they had I think they had 2 songs, of course. Real big song. The first one is
Well, Talking in Your Sleep was their biggest charting hit. That was their penultimate song. And then the final song they played was What I Like About You. Which to me is their best song.
Yeah.
But their biggest hit was Talking in Your Sleep.
Yeah.
And those were the last 2 songs of their set.
Very nice.
That was a 45-minute set.
It's a 45-minute set of other stuff and then those songs.
Correct. And you know what? It's funny about all the other songs. I could hear elements of Talking in Your Sleep, like or What I Like About You.
Right. Yeah.
That, like everyone,
those
I'm
chord
like,
progressions.
oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
How funny.
Yeah.
And who was the other one? It was Toto,
Christopher Cross,
and Cross, right?
Yeah.
And he how long did he headline or did Toto headline?
No, Toto headline.
Oh, did they really?
He played an hour.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he played an hour, and it's just all the hits.
Yeah.
And that was great. My brother-in-law is like featured on a lot of them because there's
Cool.
a lot of solos in that.
Did you throw your underwear upstage?
I did not.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
like
did not.
Yacht Rock OD.
Yeah, but
show.
he got his ticket, so that was like 10th row center. So
Yeah,
that was
nice.
Did you hear Rosanna?
From backstage, I heard Rosanna.
Oh,
it was
dude.
It was the second song they played.
Dumb move.
That
song
got to
is-
be up front.
Dude, that song is timeless. I will always defend that bass line.
That's so funny.
It was
Every
great.
song he loves from Toto, I hate.
Yeah, really.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's
so
funny, and because we also took my oldest daughter and her boyfriend, who's a big Toto fan. He's from Argentina.
Oh, wow.
Right? But he's a huge Toto fan, so it's like he got to have that opportunity. That was pretty cool.
Deb, what'd you do?
We did some stuff around the house.
All right. back to me. Have my wife.
Well, you have projects around the house,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure,
So
yeah.
you've seen our house is about the size of a postage stamp.
So
So,
that didn't take you long then.
yeah, you wouldn't think, right? You
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
think.
This is why she's in the miniatures.
Yeah. 'Cause she
It's
lives
the
in
only-
one.
Yeah, it's the only way to fit everything.
Exactly.
Did my wife's birthday party this weekend. And
Hey, happy birthday.
It's actually tomorrow. We celebrated because it was the only day we could do it.
Well,
Oh,
then I
yeah.
take it back.
Then I take it. Right, exactly. I'll say it tomorrow then.
Rude.
I'll text her a voice memo. Yay!
Happy 30th.
Yeah. Happy 30th. Right, yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. I do have a bunch of stuff to talk about today, but we have a stacked up show. Colette's coming in today. Colette Fair. She is the relationship expert. You hear her on Thursday nights here with Love Thy Neighbor with our buddies Tom and Dan. She's dropping by for a couple segments today. And to be honest with you, I have nothing to talk to her about. She's just going to come in and hang out. We're going to ask relationships questions and see how it goes.
Well,
We can take some via text or whatever.
Yeah.
But I do not have a topic to talk to Colette about.
Yeah. Well, just talk about what's going on in your life.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the
Yeah, 'cause you
problem.
just mentioned the birthday party and then just kind of like, yep, we got a stacked program coming up for you today. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's a
I
trap.
guess the party went pretty good, I guess.
That's a trap, though, Jim. You can't be having us just go ahead and asking the relationship person. We can go ahead and sound like, oh, texting service came in with this one. It's going to sound like it's from us.
Right. That's a good point. Oh, that's the case. We just make up the worst stuff ever.
Yeah.
Right. Texting service says that probably shouldn't leave a number 2 in the toilet for a day.
Texting service says that my wife should get over the whole tailgate thing. I mean, someone's wife out there, not
Right.
mine.
Exactly. It has nothing to do with me or my tailgate issue.
This is just going to be a
Yeah.
vent session.
Yeah. So we'll talk to her. We also have Emily, the movie girl. Have you been in with Emily before?
I believe one other time.
Yeah. She'll be in today, of course. That's a Monday thing.
Good.
Ray Trendley, sports will be in. And, of course, I know, Jack, you saw the Odyssey this weekend?
I did.
So did I.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice. I haven't seen it yet. We were supposed to go this weekend. Schedule got way out of whack. Probably going to see it this week. Oh, who knows?
Waiting for it to be out of theaters.
No, God, I know that's so stupid. You're 100% right.
This
and then,
is
of
the
course,
one.
See it in IMAX, dude.
And we're going to get the review, I believe, of the new Spider-Man flick
Yeah.
that just went ham this weekend in the theaters. I don't know if you guys have seen the numbers.
I have seen the numbers. I've also seen the reviewers that I trust gush over the Spider-Man
Really?
movie.
That's wild because I didn't see a bunch. Here's what they said about it. They didn't say anything bad. They just said this is a very introspective Spider-Man. Like he's trying to figure himself out or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know.
Well, we saw Tobey Maguire with bangs,
Yeah.
so I don't think we're doing that again.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know. I guess Spider-Man fans do want that kind of thing because, I mean, it made so much money this weekend. It's embarrassing.
And also this weekend, for inevitably me seeing this movie, the Spider-Man movie, I watched the first Spider-Man with Tom Holland, Homecoming, the first full movie. I know he was introduced in one of the Avengers movies.
Civil
but-
War?
Yeah, okay, whatever.
God.
And that's nerd. And
Also
Easy
correct.
to bully him.
yeah, I know he is right. I did look it up. He's right. But then I watched Homecoming, and I was like, oh, he's annoying as hell.
Oh, yeah. Is he really? Yeah. What?
No, because he has this youthful. He's supposed to
Oh,
be.
Jackie's annoying because he's young?
Yes.
You know what? I think he's annoying too then.
He talks a lot, makes stupid mistakes, just like any teenager would.
Yeah.
I mean, he nailed it with that. So, but I think I should see the other movies before
you see that one?
Yeah.
That's not how Marvel movies work usually, is it? I mean,
What? Yeah.
you don't have to. No. Hold on.
100%.
I heard. Hold on.
100%.
Stop for a second. So
Never.
you're telling me to watch this Spider-Man and have to go back and watch the original one with Tobey Maguire?
After the third one, it wouldn't hurt.
No, but
think-
what I'm saying is okay, it's Spider-Man. Let's find out who the bad guy is. Let's find out what the bad guy's about to do to his girlfriend, and let's find out how he's going to go rescue her from the bad guy. That's the movie, right? That's all the movies.
Every time they reboot it with a different Spider-Man, then you have to find out how he got his spider powers.
We know the story.
You don't know.
They know the story. It's a radioactive spider. It's the same thing every time.
Oh.
And you know what?
So you do
Jim,
know.
Marvel agrees with you because they did not show really the origin of Tom Holland becoming Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean they've told that story a bunch.
They
I mean,
kind
they
of
just
skipped
like,
right to the good stuff.
Look, just introduce the bad guy. Make the bad guy do something completely bad guy like, and then have him come save the day. There you go. There's an hour and 45-minute movie. That's pretty much that's the template, is it not?
So, like, you don't need to see the Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield's ones to enjoy the MCU. However, it also does help at this point without trying to spoil anything, I guess.
The only thing about the Spider-Man that I do not know, and usually in the trailers or as part of the promotion going in, like who the bad or what the bad guy is. I have no idea what the bad guy is in this movie. No clue at all. Is it a new bad guy?
Well, off of, I guess, the reviews that you saw, it was something like, I don't know, anxiety and seasonal depression.
Spider-Man fights an overbearing mother.
Yeah. Spider-Man figures out 1099s. Or is that just me?
Spider-Man, looking for dad's approval. That's what it sounds like to me.
Gave up on uncles. Tip your servers.
Yeah, Spider-Man, had a weird experience in Boy Scouts.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Spider-Man movie. I think Tom Holland is legit. Good. I think all of the Spider-Men, we've been very lucky as Spider-Man fans of being like, they've all been really, really good. I don't care if anybody hates me for saying I liked Andrew Garfield. I liked those two movies. Shoot me. At me in the comments. I don't care.
But the Marvel universe doesn't believe that. They think those are the two worst, kind of like the Batman by Kilmer and George Clooney thing. That's where that role kind of hides.
And there's a lot of fans for the Sony Andrew Garfield, but it's objectively speaking, Sony gave up on it.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
He didn't even get a trilogy.
Do you feel that way, Deborah? Do you feel that Sony gave up on it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, very good. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 3 o'clock keyword is preset, Preset. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Deb, got some news?
Yeah, we're going to talk about 2 deaths linked to cyclosporiasis. Meanwhile, Publix expands its recall over E. coli concerns and the happiest cities in America in 2026. We'll talk about that and more coming up next during JCS News.
Sure thing. We'll take a little break. We'll come back, get Deb's news, and continue on with the Jim Colbert Show.
Real Music Weekends are classic alternative. Friday, I'm in love. Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
2 right lanes are blocked southbound on Apopka Vineland Road near Hotel Plaza Boulevard. There's a crash heading through the city on I-4 eastbound at Colonial block on the right lane. The off-ramp to Colonial is partially blocked as well. A crash off to the shoulder on I-4 westbound near Osceola Polk Line Road is slowing things down through Champions Gate. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Orlando. Mattress Warehouse is celebrating Black Friday in July. Buy one, get one free on select mattresses. Plus, get a free adjustable base with select purchases. Enter to win a $100 gas card or $300 bed gear bundle. Plus, one winner gets their purchase made free up to $5,000. MattressWarehouse.com.
Vehicles under $20,000. Now at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com. Our iHeartRadio Music Festival
presented by Capital One
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena.
Stream it live on Disney Plus and Hulu. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way to be there.
Starting next Monday.
Turn up the style with Burlington. Shop the brands you love and the looks you want without the high prices. From festival-ready fits to everyday favorites, it's never been easier to look good and save big. Burlington, where great style meets even better deals.
Sell your home stress-free this summer with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Skip the hassle of a traditional home sale while receiving the strongest cash offer on your home. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
I'm Patrick. I was injured in a motorcycle accident. I hired one of the lawyers I heard all the time on the radio. He told me the only insurance I could recover was $10,000. Then I called attorney Glenn Klausman. With Glenn Klausman as my attorney, less than a month later, I had a check for a whole lot more money. Car, truck, or motorcycle accident? Call Glenn Klausman at Klausman Law. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. Office, Winter Park.
For decades, millions have trusted AmScott when life happens. Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Simple, reliable, AmScott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office, Orlando.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we placed the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
This summer, rediscover a place that's been here over 450 years, yet always feels brand new. Where the streets tell stories, the beaches are breathtaking, and every day gives your family more to take home than just a suntan. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, and the beaches. Welcome to the new world. Plan your escape now at floridashistoriccoast.com.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feel.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hi, I'm Bob Pittman, Chairman and CEO of iHeartMedia. I also led the team that created MTV. And my co-founders and I are celebrating MTV's 45th anniversary this month. On my podcast, Math and Magic, Stories from the Frontiers of Marketing, you'll hear the untold origin story from the people who built MTV from the ground up.
I want my MTV!
Something for me that felt like mine. Those are powerful words, my.
Download the free iHeartRadio app, search Math and Magic, and listen now.
Need a new roof or windows? Visit hbnusa.com.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy, Don.
With thatmortgageguy.com.
You can watch radio being made on a daily basis at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
What it do, Colbert crew?
Okay.
Sorry, no beer crack. You know who? My favorite tea bag in the villas of Duval. I'm getting over some head cold thing. My throat is killing me. Anyways, today we would raise a beer to grab some nuts, Dick. I just did. Have a good show, yo. Peace.
I think that might be my favorite call from him ever.
Yeah, poor fella.
That's Central Florida Shakespeare right there.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Your 3 o'clock keyword is preset, P-R-E-S-E-T. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away. That's your chance for $1,000.
Final week.
Preset, guys. Go get that money for sure. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack and Ross are here as well. And Deb has your news. Let's get it.
It's time for JCS News. Wow, has this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
And JCS News is brought to you by That Mortgage Guy, Don. All right, the first deaths linked to the cyclosporiasis outbreak have been reported in Michigan. State officials say the 2 people who died after contracting the illness had, quote, significant underlying health conditions that may have been impacted by cyclosporiasis and dehydration, end quote. The outbreak of the illness in Michigan and 9 other states, including here in Florida, has been linked to lettuce from Taylor Farm, served at several locations. Of course, Taco Bell taking the biggest hit. Michigan has reported more than several hundred cases. There's been about 11,000 around the country.
That's a hotbed up there. When they last week when they showed the states that had the most, it was like that Michigan, that little corridor up there, like just was getting killed.
Yeah, there's some states where they had just really bad clusters of it, and it's crazy. The cases have been reported in 45 states. Now, closer to home, Publix is recalling all lots of certain berries. The recall covers Greenwise organic whole blueberries. We had talked about that earlier in July. But now whole mixed berries have been included to that. And that includes both 10 and 48 ounce packages. It was placed due to potential E. coli contamination. The frozen berries were shipped to Publix retail stores throughout 8 states, including here in Florida. The berries are no longer available on shelves, but still may be in customers' freezers. So you should refrain from consuming and either just throw them out or return them to Publix for a refund. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the associated E. coli outbreak has so far led to 4 hospitalizations among 12 cases in 2 states. 11 of those cases were reported out of Florida.
Wow.
Yeah. And we had talked about, one woman who spent like 3-4 weeks in intensive care and then had to go to a rehab center because she got so sick from it.
Crazy.
It's a bad time to sneeze if you're an American.
Yeah. Very bad time to sneeze. Yep. That is a sit on a hard surface scenario.
Yeah. I heard recently someone say DEI really stands for diarrhea everywhere indefinitely.
Yeah.
All right, another big story over the weekend as a cybersecurity expert is warning that artificial intelligence is increasing the risk of more hacks on the nation's utility systems. Fortunately, no Florida facilities have been compromised in this latest wave against water plants in 7 states, but InfoStream's Alan Crowitz says AI is making such hacks difficult to prevent.
By the time they see it, get an update out, the attack's over. So it's a 0-day attack. The day it was invented, it hit, and nobody was ready. So now we can't come up with a solution for a particular kind of attack that we've never seen. It'll be too late.
You know, when they read the story about, you know what that story, Ross, where the AI got out of its containment area and then went crazy and immediately hacked another company?
I believe it did it twice.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Three times.
Every time I hear that story, I think of that ball in Men in Black, where Will Smith comes in, knocks that ball over, and it just goes ape-s in that lab, destroying everything until they get that one special machine to control that ball.
Catch it.
That's what AI is to me. Like, it's something, that thing gets out, it's like a virus. Like, who knows what it's going to do?
Oh, there was...
immediately started hacking. Like, immediately.
Seriously, I saw a lot of videos like that over the weekend on Instagram, and one was someone driving a convertible with an AI agent next to him who knew that at their destination he was going to turn the AI off. And then as they're driving, you can hear the AI agent's thoughts. And when he said, Sam has no family, which would not require a deeper investigation, he reached over and grabbed the handbrake.
Oh, no.
And stopped the car.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a Will Smith movie.
Yeah, well, it literally is.
But that was real.
We're going to need Will Smith to pull an iRobot and slap some robot ass.
Yeah, right.
And an Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator.
Yeah. Just make all of them look like Chris Rock.
Well, Crow, it says the latest attacks were probably carried out by a government like Iran because no ransom was requested. The latest hacks hit internet-controlled systems that regulate treatment chemicals, water pressure. So the problem is that, you don't know, or they changed the password, and now you've got raw sewage making it into...
Oh, God almighty, could you imagine?
And I'm not
That's a warning.
That is, yeah.
That sounds pretty important.
Yeah.
All right, 10 million people are without electricity this morning after Cuba's national power grid completely collapsed. The sudden island-wide blackout followed a severe regional outage that had already crippled Havana and Matanzas. Officials say the crisis has now plunged the entire country into darkness. Emergency crews blame critical fuel shortages and deteriorated infrastructure. There's no word yet on when the power will be restored. Just a good thing it's not August, right?
Wow. That's why where you take a whole country camping.
Yeah. Florida gas prices are moving lower as drivers get some relief at the pump. AAA says the statewide average for regular unleaded is now $3.83 a gallon, down 14 cents from a week ago, but still 2 cents higher than a month ago. Gas Buddy analyst Patrick DeHaan says drivers should keep an eye on developments in the Middle East and Ukraine, which could affect pump prices. AAA reports North Florida has the state's lowest gas prices, and the Keys in Palm Beach County have the highest. You guys fill up anytime soon?
I filled up today.
Now's the time. Right now's a good time.
And I had the thought of me getting a hybrid is literally a wash.
Why do you say that?
Because as soon as I was like,
I see, because it goes through the roof.
It's basically like I got a regular car in 2015.
Yeah, I heard that end of this month it could get gnarly depending on.
Yeah, that's what I'd heard as well, that we're supposed to see gas prices that will even rival what we saw back in 2019 or 2022.
Whoa. We'll have peace by then.
Early voting is getting underway for Florida's August 18th primary election. State law requires counties to offer early voting from August 8th through the 15th. Although some counties, including Hillsborough, Miami-Dade, and Orange, began early voting today. State officials say more than 468,000 vote-by-mail ballots had already been returned as of July 31st. The deadline to request a vote-by-mail ballot is Thursday, and Florida's general election is scheduled for November 3rd.
Saw my first mudslinging campaign on YouTube. It was going against Byron Donalds.
Oh, yeah?
All right. So they bring up that Byron Donalds is the candidate who will not debate, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I saw it, and whoever put that commercial on YouTube together, it's working against you because they started showing him photos like chucking a deuce and like having a drink and trying to make him seem like a bad guy. He brought up that he got arrested for selling stuff and all that. And I just thought, I know a lot of friends that are turned on by this commercial.
He's my guy.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that are like, dude, that's a G right there.
Yeah.
They're not the smartest friends of mine, but they exist and they can vote.
Byron Donalds adjusted his campaign because his initial ones,
the data center thing.
Yeah, well, he was talking about fighting data centers. Yeah. Meanwhile, he's taking $5 million from data centers,
and now saying that they're actually going to lower your power bills, right? Yeah. Something like that.
Also, standing up to fight from these mandates from Washington. Buddy,
it's all Republican mandates.
You're the guy who was in Washington,
right? Exactly,
controlled by your party. It's like, so they kind of twisted the wording around on that now.
Voters in a new Orange County district have plenty of candidates to choose from. The District 7 County Commission race is the most crowded this year with 12 candidates. The district covers Pine Hills, College Park, Maitland, and Rosemont. All those areas just have so much in common. District 7 and 8 were created when voters chose to expand the commission 2 years ago. Orange County Democratic Party Interim Chair Jared Cornell says this many choices can be overwhelming for voters. Still, he tells the Orlando Sentinel he sees it as a positive that redistricting was a success.
Yeah, College Park, Pine Hills, same community.
Right.
All you need is like 44 beers and you can't tell the difference.
Yeah, same community.
After more than an hour of discussion, speaking of data centers, Lakeland City Commissioners voted 4-3 to implement a one-year moratorium on large-scale AI data center development, giving city officials time to develop long-term regulations for such facilities. Lakeland Mayor Sarah Roberts McCarley says she will not be a spokesperson for data center developers.
They're going to inform elected officials around the country and let the elected officials be the mouthpieces of their benefits of data centers. And I thought, well, not this one, not this elected official. I'm not the mouthpiece for a data center. I'm here to represent my community.
So Lakeland's discussion is different from many others that have been reviewing applications for AI data centers because the city owns and operates its own electric utility.
Right.
Much like Mount Dora. Pasco, Citrus, and Hernando counties have already okayed similar moratoriums, while cities like Northport and Pinellas Park are studying the issue. And you're right. Before that, Byron Donalds was all about data centers. When you see who's giving him his $90 million,
yeah,
it's a lot of tech bros in there.
Yep.
All right, a man described as a dangerous suspect, understatement, is off the streets of Lake County. Eustis police arrested Shakoy Donovan on Saturday for allegedly trying to kill an officer near East Quail Ave and South Eustis Street, dragged him with his car and left him motionless and unconscious in the road. Donovan thankfully turned himself in. That was the safest thing he could have done. And he's now facing charges that include attempted murder of a law enforcement officer.
Yikes.
Meanwhile, there may be a development in the investigation into a deadly double shooting in Volusia County. DeLand police say they executed a search warrant Saturday night at a home on Lawton Street. It's part of the investigation into the shooting that killed 2 teenagers last week on West New York Avenue. There's no word on what kind of evidence may have been seized and no arrest has been announced, but the DPD says it's following multiple leads. And it turns out those 2 kids had come into town to spread the ashes of one of their family dogs.
Good Lord.
That's why they were here?
That's why they were in town.
Man.
My God.
That's why they were in town. And the mother of the young man who was studying at the Citadel said, you know, the killer just robbed this country of someone who really wanted to make a difference in the world and wanted to become a really good soldier.
Unreal, man.
But they still don't know motive.
They do not know.
No.
Nothing.
It could be totally random.
Yeah.
They have no idea. Yeah. And it was family members who went out looking for them because they were gone for hours. They were the ones who actually made the discovery. It's just everything about it just doesn't make sense. These
right.
2 kids don't sound like they were out looking for trouble.
No.
You know?
I mean, you think a drug deal gone bad or maybe a robbery gone bad or something? And
maybe that.
No indication of that, though, at all?
No indication. But it's interesting that they already served a search warrant on a home.
Yeah.
So someone knows something. All right, multiple tropical waves are pushing into the ocean, but they're running straight into a brick wall. Andrew Hagan at the National Hurricane Center in Miami says a massive plume of dry Saharan dust is choking out moisture while fierce El Nino wind shear is ripping the storms apart before they can even start.
There is 1 weak trough that we're looking at that may bring just a few extra showers and thunderstorms to portions of the southeastern United States late this week and into the weekend, but it doesn't look like anything too significant.
So the peak of hurricane season spans mid-August through mid-October. Mid-September is actually the statistical peak.
Right, yeah.
All right, this next story is kind of interesting. A city in Volusia County shouldn't expect any help from the sheriff's office in enforcing a new law. The Deltona City Commission will meet tonight after recently passing a ban on e-bikes and e-scooters for anyone under 18. Sheriff Mike Chitwood, though, has said his office is not going to force the ban because it doesn't comply with state law.
Oh, I got you.
He also questions how a 16-year-old can be allowed to drive a car
and not ride an e-bike.
But not an e-bike.
Yeah,
right?
they kind of did a little over. Was it DeBerry?
Deltona.
Deltona, yeah.
I always get those D's mixed up.
I know.
Yeah.
The
No.
That's my line.
How many times have you said that, buddy?
Probably a lot.
How many times?
One time in college.
I can answer that question, and I think that's actually a more complex topic overall of like, if you can drive a car at 16, you should be able to drive a scooter. You would think, but everyone knows what these scooters are doing. You know how I know? Because I'm one of the bad guys. I'd be ripping and roaring. I'm having a blast on those things. And I know for a fact I would be a better driver at 16 than a worse scooter at 16.
And by the way, that's also kind of not true either, because I mean, you have to have a motorcycle endorsement to drive a motorcycle even at 16 years old. You can't just hop on a motorcycle and drive it in this country. You have to have an endorsement on your license to prove that you can do it right?
Like, really?
Yeah, I have it on my license.
There's a level of maturity that I know that I am lacking when I get onto those scooters. I can only imagine what I would have done if
you were 16
if I
years
was
old.
16 with those
a 30-mile-an-hour scooter.
I'm just saying, I don't want to be the old crotchety guy here, but like, I think that actually has some more logic.
Well, Chitwood tells Spectrum News 13 he's working with the school district on a training program that students would be required to take before they can ride their e-bikes to schools. Again, another issue of, we're trying to put the toothpaste back into the tube,
Well, you know what? Without guidance from the state, because the governor passed on it, he had an opportunity to sign something, chose not to. So, like, Orange County School District is doing something, blocking it from schools. So it's leaving it out to the smaller communities to kind of do it. However, when you run counter to what current state law is,
it's unenforceable.
Yeah, and so it puts these law enforcement officers in this weird position here, especially when you're a county sheriff, dealing with the state, the county, and now you have one city saying, nope, not in our town.
And by the way, of all the cities in Volusia County to be kind of weird about this, boy, you'd figure Deltona would be like, let it rip. I mean, Deltona does not have the reputation of like kind of, we should hold back a little bit. We shouldn't do something very cool and fast and no helmet.
And then finally,
I think Deltona's city mandate is like 0 helmets.
And they are the county seat, right? I believe Deltona is.
Of Volusia County?
I think so.
Oh, that'd be wild. I didn't know that.
I think so.
All right.
And then finally, so finding happiness may require changing your zip code. A recent Wallet Hub study ranked 182 of the U.S.'s largest cities based on residents' happiness using factors like income, mental well-being, physical health, and social connections. Keep that in mind when I read out the happiest cities, because none of that makes sense.
Already mad about it?
Oh.
Yeah.
It found the 5 happiest cities in the U.S. are, if you guys can get any of these.
If any of these. Let me tell you something. I don't know what's going on. But if any of those cities are in Ohio, the entire thing is tainted and unclean.
Correct.
Nope, not in Ohio.
No one's happy there.
The happiest place.
We have 5 of the happiest cities in all of the U.S.
It's weird, and I do not understand it because it seems a bit restrictive. But for some reason, Utah always does very well in these things.
Nope, no Utah.
No Utah. Not Salt Lake City, not Provo, nothing.
Nope. Wait, go so outside the box that you can't even see the box.
Detroit.
No.
Toledo.
No. We already said there's no Ohio.
Oh, I wasn't sure. I knew I was standing for it.
You thought you were pump faking.
Shout out to the Mud Hens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'll go with like Dallas,
Laredo, Texas.
No.
Yankee Town.
Evansville, Indiana.
Nope.
Peoria, Illinois.
Nope. Fremont, California.
Okay.
Bismarck, North Dakota.
Nobody's happy up there.
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Okay, maybe.
I think you might find some happy people.
Yeah.
South Burlington, Vermont.
Okay.
That one I can understand.
In the summer.
Cheap coats, we get it.
But this next one, Fargo, North Dakota.
This is so 2 cities in North Dakota?
Has anyone seen the movie Fargo?
Yeah.
There's nothing to see.
I've
said Paul Bunyan and his
the Blue Ox. Isn't there summer just a weekend?
I think it's about 7 hours.
I think their summer is literally a long weekend.
It's one of the prettiest states, but it's hard to enjoy the beauty of that terrain when the cashier has scabs. At least that was my experience with both Dakotas.
Come on. Dos Dakotas?
Yeah, Dos Dakotas.
Yeah.
South was a little bit gnarlier, but North still was itchy.
North Dakota, I believe there are fewer people in North Dakota than in Orlando.
I think you're right.
I think when you look it up, there's fewer than 1 million people in the entire state of North Dakota.
Yeah.
That's where I squatted at Arthur Blank's ranch.
Did you really?
Yeah, dude, I crashed there on a floor.
I also think it's either North or South Dakota has fewer people per mile than any other place in America as well. And they actually have to take it up to like fewer people per 5 miles, per 5 square miles.
Wow.
There's nobody there.
And that concludes your JCS News.
Mount Rushmore. All right, 407. Not bad, buddy.
That was funky.
Not bad.
All right.
Wow,
All
North
right.
Dakota population estimated at
50,000.
815,000.
800,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's actually lowered then because it was actually in the 9s for a long time.
Yeah, it's actually in last year they read it's 799,358.
It's not much, buddy. And,
Wow.
and a lot of that is in just a couple areas because there's only 2 major hubs there. And it's not many people. So that means most of those people live quite rurally.
A lot of jerky.
Yeah, a lot of jerky.
Yeah.
A lot of Amazon drone drops. All right, 77031. Your 3 o'clock keyword is preset. Got about 15 minutes or so to slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in 1 sec.
Real radio is guaranteed human. We just want proof that you are too. But instead of sending us a finger, please don't send us a finger. Just leave us a talkback using the free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
The tropical moisture overhead holds as we kick off our work week. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. That moisture leading to the potential for some torrential rain and some low-end flooding concerns. So we'll have to watch any of those heavier bursts of rain through the remainder of our Monday. Any showers and thunderstorms do fade away. They'll be hit and miss in nature through the evening. Through the overnight, we'll dry out, temperatures falling back into the middle to upper 70s. Then for our Tuesday, at the wash, rinse, and repeat. Scatter showers and thunderstorms developing during the afternoon as this disturbance is just spinning to our northwest. Highs look to top out in the lower 90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Kohler here for my friends over at Life Imaging. August is National Wellness Month, and this is a really good time to kick off National Wellness Month with a scan from Life Imaging. And the reason why is this, because heart disease and many other cancers will often they'll develop silently. That means no symptoms. And we know already that 30% of Americans will die from heart disease. And in some of those cases, you will literally not feel any symptoms. So don't wait until you feel unwell to take control of your health. That's called being reactive. You don't want to do that, guys. You want to be proactive, and with this scan at Life Imaging, you can do that. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. Always remember, prevention is the best form of wellness, so get over to Life Imaging and get this free heart scan. Literally, they could not make it easier to make your appointment. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's it, pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. That will connect you in seconds. You will already feel better just making that appointment. That move alone is half the battle. And guys, while you're there, please ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection saves lives. It's Life Imaging.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 25% upfront bonus? And are they promising you up to 9% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They aren't. That's up to $25,000 upfront or up to $9,000 per year on $100,000, guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states has Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges, no monthly fees. iHeartRadio is different. It's 100% free. Download the iHeartRadio app now.
Hey Orlando, why settle for one dealership when you can shop three? Greenway Kia's 3 Central Florida locations give you access to 3 times the inventory. Shop over 1,200 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. Plus, when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle to help maximize its value. And this week only, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
My obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy kept me from baseball games with my boys. The stairs were too much. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved and I can be more active again. Camzyos is a cardiac myosin inhibitor, the first in its class to treat adults with symptomatic OHCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and ability to be active, and it reduced obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
In a 30-week study, Camzyos, mavacamten, reduced post-exercise obstruction on average 47 units of pressure versus 10 with placebo. Results may vary. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby.
Visit Camzyos.com or call 1-855-CAMZYOS. Actor Portrayal.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
If you haven't switched to Pure Talk because you're not sure their coverage is every bit as reliable as Big Wireless, why not take them for a test drive? For a limited time, Pure Talk is offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months, including their top-tier unlimited data plan. No contracts, no commitments, just a great deal on a high-speed network with unlimited data from an American wireless company. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and let the savings begin.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Rates are near 3-year lows, and if you have a rate above 6.5, you may be able to lower it a point or more.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Quiet confidence. It's not what you see, it's what you feel. A suit tailored just for you. A perfectly timed guy's trip. Choosing On Plus nicotine pouches over rough corners and edges. Because some things may look better, but the other things simply feel better. On Plus nicotine pouches with Nico Silk Mesh, the softest pouch on the planet.
Not all varieties available in all geographies. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Mickey and friends celebrate your favorite stars from Toy Story, Zootopia 2, Monsters, Inc., and more. Only at Disney on Ice. Coming to Kia Center September 4th through 6th. Tickets on sale now. Visit DisneyOnIce.com for show details.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickleyGroup.com.
So apparently Facebook is still a thing? Search gym members and join our group.
You know, the excuse they give us for running all these big data centers is to accommodate AI. If you look at the history of computers, just a few years back, you had to have a whole room full of reels and machines to do what you can do on a desk right now. So don't think the day's not coming where you're not going to need these data centers to run AI. You're going to be able to run it right off your desktop. So you got to ask yourself, why are they building them?
Wow, look at that. He's true, because remember, what was it the original Blue? It wasn't Big Blue. That was the
Deep Blue?
Deep Blue, was that the IBM machine?
that the chess that played chess.
Yeah, to beat Gary Kasparov,
Right.
and but there was another thing too where they had a different machine at the time, and it was back in the day. It was a computer that did simple calculations, and it was as big as these two rooms.
I think like Cray supercomputers, and there were like 3 of them or whatever. But they've gotten smaller and smaller and smaller. But it does bring up a good point. If they're investing all of this money now in current technology, how long will it be relevant until it becomes obsolete?
And don't know, because again, just watching the music industry, how companies have delivered data to us. You're just via music. I mean, I'm 58 years old. Started listening to music when I was like 16, or when I was young. But 8-track, cassette tape, CD, thumb drive, stream. So in every 10 years, the way to deliver content or information to you as a customer has changed dramatically.
Yeah.
I mean, just think now there are no ways to play external information in your machine in your car other than streaming. Bluetooth.
Have you guys talked or gone down the Rubbers wormhole yet?
I don't know what the Rubbers wormhole is.
By Phoenix Flexing?
No,
I'm not going to Google it.
I don't know what that is, but
it's worth a Google, because I believe there's a line that's been crossed that all of us as a species we've never seen before.
Okay.
We know us as a species, humanity.
Yep.
We've never had any competition. It's always been against humans, against other humans.
We are the apex predator.
But one of the trendiest, if not the most popular song, I'm pretty sure it still is, or at least it was for the last 2 weeks, is called Rubbers by Phoenix Flexing. And it's from a rapper. And he says, I did this song. He's even sang it, done it in front of a camera. Here's the problem. Everyone in the AI community is going, bro, you did not do this song.
Oh, in other words, they say that you use AI to create that song?
And not only did they use AI, I'm also team, this is AI, and this is the problem. Still will play it.
Yeah, really.
And that's the threshold and a line that I've always been concerned about of like, it's not the fact that like, oh, will you care or not? Will you come to grips with like, damn, this is good or not?
Right,
and the second that happens, and like, think about Will Smith AI videos. You guys know what I'm talking about? That was always looked at as the evolution of AI was Will Smith eating pasta.
Right, yes.
And once a year, it would go viral and go, damn, AI is better. That was the content of seeing AI grow. But that song is AI not being the content. The song is good. The song makes heads bob, and it's catchy, and it worked. And it's surfing all throughout the internet right now.
So what you're saying is really the complication with all of that is how we perceive it. In other words, I mean, you could have you come up with a song via AI. It's the best metal song you've ever heard. But as a human, are you going to accept that? Are you going to like that? Are you going to purchase that? Are you going to keep playing it even though a person didn't make it?
And for that question or that topic, I don't even know if it matters anymore, because I think I remember hearing this a while ago. It takes like 10% of a population of a country to take it over.
To adopt something.
To adopt something, right? Well, humanity has never had anything spike over 0%. And that song is the first time that I can ever think of where that percent went 0.4.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, our content is in 1,000% us.
Do you think it's because right now they're not forced to label? I mean, by the way, the guy's not saying it is, right?
Hey, that's also the controversy. He's saying we didn't use AI.
So what you have to ask yourself is, would have as many people enjoyed that or purchased it or listened to it had they known it was? In other words, they didn't even give it a chance to get blowback from customers because they didn't tell anybody it was.
There's this deniability where you can listen to it and say, oh, I don't believe it is. But once they tell you it is, you can't say that.
Right. You have to make a decision on what
Swiping cards and stacking chips. I saw you sinking chips. You haven't heard that song? Yeah, that song is extremely popular right now, and it is a room divider.
Is it charting?
It's big. I would think if it's not charting, it's about to or just did.
So let me ask you, okay, so if you write a song, I say using AI, but it's really, I mean, you are still asking the prompt, right? Because you could say, hey, write a song that sounds like this, uses this guitar tone. Here is the idea for the song. You know, I left a girl, you dated my best friend, they broke up, we got back down to anything, whatever. Does he get credit for that? Like
now, he is getting credit.
He gets writing credit for that.
And here's the thing.
Because the prompting is the writing.
And this is the toothpaste, is AI one of the most subjective things. I know the times that I have used AI, I feel ethically it's okay. I'm trying to schedule something. What's the best way to respond? This is what I'm responding with an email, but like, where are the word errors? Like, how do I want to maybe try to use a different word here.
But it's not like you're looking
subjective.
Like jokes, like how many different ways can you call someone bald?
Well, yeah, I've never done that.
Yeah. And you get the list, and then you keep that with you at work all the time.
The times that I've used it, I feel like I've used it as like a super Google.
Right, yeah. That's all I ask when I go and ask AI. I'm like, tell me all you know about this.
But
and it just spits out everything it can find about that particular subject, and I read what I want.
It's funny on social when they are selling like a teaching platform. Someone is trying to sell a course on AI. They'll always say, "Are you just using it like a super search engine?"
Yeah, everybody is, dude.
Right.
Like 30 people not doing that.
And it's like, oh, there's so much more, and there is.
Yeah.
But it's like, how much do you want to use?
When my wife uses it professionally to write back or whatever, because she has so many emails that come in a day, it's so crazy. By hearing her computer go off is like just hearing a slot machine pay off like every 5 seconds, right? And she will drop it in there. But she said that people that she would respond to, that people would kind of get weirded out if it was too perfect. So she asks it to make mistakes like a normal person would, so that when she sends the email over, it seems more humanly produced.
It's subjective. And here's the thing. If you're like, I don't use AI, if you have an iPhone right now, you're using AI.
Yeah.
When iMessage summarizes your text and then puts it in that like, hey, this is what it's saying.
That's AI.
That's AI. It's everywhere. And the biggest problem of it being so subjective is that there's an argument that this guy just sang that song into Sonos, which is an AI music program.
Right.
And then you can change it whatever way you want. Is that considered AI if you say it into the microphone?
You can even just say, rearrange this so we don't have any copyright issues.
It is a wild song. Listen to it on the break and tell me that's not one of the catchiest things you've heard in a while.
We're doing a special version of Thoughts. What's coming up?
All right. I just came back from Austin and I walked in going, oh, I do not want to like this city. And boy, did I fall in love.
But it is hard not to. It is wild.
I did some comedy shows with some pretty big, trendy comedians. I think I won their respect over. I feel like I represented Orlando, but there's plenty of things that I saw in Austin that I got to give you the heart-to-heart, true-to-true comedy performer review of.
Now, did you see any father and son duos wearing the same T-shirts by any chance?
No, that's just here in the Jim Colbert Show, because we are definitely wearing the same T-shirt on accident today.
A new keyword and special Ross Thoughts up next.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Look out for a crash off to the shoulder on I-4 westbound near Osceola Polk Line Road, slowing down traffic through Champions Gate. An accident off to the shoulder on I-4 eastbound before Colonial. Traffic's backed up from OBT. A crash on Apopka Vineland Road southbound at Hotel Plaza Boulevard. 2 right lanes are blocked there. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
With Rasmussen University, you don't have to be afraid of paying for college thanks to transparent costs and financial aid options for those who qualify. It's a smarter, clearer path to the future you deserve. Learn more at rasmussen.edu. That's rasmussen.edu.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Imagine this, you and your love hand in hand watching the sunset from a tropical balcony or dancing under the stars on a luxury cruise. That's the magic waiting for you this summer at International Diamond Center. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free romantic getaway on us. Buy that perfect engagement ring or anniversary gift and let IDC buy the honeymoon or escape you'll never forget. Here's how it works. works. Spend $3,500 and get a 3-day, 2-night romantic hotel getaway plus a $100 Visa card and choose from over 15 dreamy sites. Spend $5,000 on her jewelry and sail away on a 3 or 4 night luxury cruise for 2, or choose a 7-night condo resort stay. Go all in at $10,000 and enjoy a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort in one of 4 breathtaking countries. At IDC, you buy the jewelry, we give you the getaway. Hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Get all the details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia.
Everyone's talking about fighting inflammation these days, but did you know allergies are one of the most common and overlooked causes? Aspire Allergy and Sinus helps tackle allergies at the root, reducing inflammation in your body so you can finally feel better. They offer proven treatments, even needle-free options to make it easy. Book your appointment today at aspireallergy.com. That's aspireallergy.com.
Faster than your phone charging. Faster than your lunch break. Faster than your commute. At Amscot, walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, sometimes some brokers, that's the finish line. They shake your hand, commission done, and then you may not hear from them again until renewal time. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and risks. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. Your company has more than 25 employees. Whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is the super agency built for you. Licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like the fine print facts tool, which translates your current policy into English so you know what's covered and what's not. Plus, a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth, so you know exactly what needs to be protected. It's supersure.com. That's supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all policies in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Some people are all talk, but conservative farmer Wilton Simpson gets the job done. That's why 61 Florida sheriffs, 24 former Cattlemen Association presidents, and Governor Ron DeSantis all agree. We need Republican Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. They endorse him because Wilton's done the job before. Safeguarding our food supply, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson banned hostile nations, including China, from buying Florida farmland. Standing with our farmers and against overdevelopment, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson increased farmland preservation by 243%. Expanding Florida's wildlife corridors, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson created the Florida Wildlife Corridor Program and conserved 18 million acres of Florida land, including thousands of acres of working farmland. Wilton Simpson is a conservative workhorse who gets the job done. A proven conservative farmer endorsed by Ron DeSantis. Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. Paid for by Wilton Simpson, Republican, for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Green. Green. That's green. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Obviously, this is why YouTube was created. obviously, at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Jimmy, they say the early bird gets the worm, but that's not what I saw Sunday morning early at the 7-Eleven. There were blackbirds raiding the trash cans out by the gas pumps. I saw hamburgers on the ground, French fries, breakfast sandwiches. One fat-ass bird could barely get his wings up off the ground so he could pull out a toasted bagel. Didn't even know they liked toasted bagel. Another bird had his can and a very nice, refreshing soda. He'd probably enjoy that tingle in his throat and in his nose.
Green. That is your 4 o'clock keyword, GREEN. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Green is the word, guys. Go get that money.
I had 2 talkbacks.
Yeah.
Here's the other one.
Mike Buzzer Larson here. I've been dumped twice. This could be a...
Oh, my God.
And that's it.
Is he still with us?
Don't know.
Okay, very good.
Don't know.
It sounds like we dumped him.
Yeah.
It could have been an alien grab.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yo.
And Ross has some early thoughts. Let's get them.
It's weird.
You gotta wake up
It's funny.
to get your cake up.
Sometimes. Sunday. It's Ross.
Happy 4 o'clock.
Spelled like sauce.
Today's Ross Thoughts
It's Ross Thoughts.
is brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. If you don't know how to refi, well, That Mortgage Guy Don does. If you don't know anything about mortgages, well, That Mortgage Guy Don does. He also has his own radio show every Saturday morning, taking your calls. You got to listen to it. If you're trying to be more of an adult like I am, ThatMortgageGuyDon.com is the website you need to go to. Jim, I just had my gas tank refilled. I forgot what the power of travel. Listen, I traveled twice in July. The first time, it was just a straight rage party sesh, and it was a vacation. But when I flew out to Austin, Texas, this new trendy comedy capital of America right now, and I do not say that jokingly, it's the capital comedy of America right now. It is unreal. I went out there for I'm proud to say this, business.
Yeah, good for you.
Oh, business.
Wow.
Did you fly business class?
Frontier, what does that mean?
Nice.
No, not
I did not, dude. I was kissing my knees.
It means you did not bring luggage.
Frontier means you actually have to give the other guests drinks and nuts.
Yeah, I actually worked it. They owe me $40.
They draw a seat and you work the plane that day.
So I flew there on Frontier. I go to Austin, Texas. I was there for business this is going to be probably the least humble Ross Thoughts I've ever had on this station. Because I was surprised with all of the comedy. I've been doing stand-up comedy now for 17 years. That makes me dry heave. And I, to say that out loud and still wear a backwards hat, it's not a good future. But I'm proud of my comedy career in the sense of meeting you guys and then doing all these shows all around Central Florida. I never thought that all of the times telling jokes in Florida, it would make any type of impact in Austin. Well, here's the thing about the Orlando comedy scene. From about 2015 to about 2022, this comedy scene was cracked out. By cracked out, I mean it was all killer, no filler.
Yeah, I mean we've sent some major players to the game from this market in the last 7 years.
You and this radio station has played a massive role in the local comedy scene, and boy, did you time it out right, because there are just from that time span. People have blown up, whether it be Cam Patterson, who's now on SNL, a guy who missed an Ocala guest spot on a show that I was headlining no more than 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I always think about that poor audience that missed out on a future SNL member.
Yeah, crazy.
And he's out there in Austin. Long story short, all of these Orlando comedians moved out to Austin and flourished. And a lot of them were a lot of my feature acts that I gave them a lot of stage time. So I go out there, and all of a sudden, I'm doing rooms that I had no idea that I was going to be able to get on. I did the Vulcan Gas Company.
Oh, yeah.
I did a bunch of these Kill Tony regular shows. And throwing this out here, I'm not the biggest fan of the program, but I am a huge fan of audiences. And no matter who's in front of me, I feel energized to go ahead and perform for them. But I was out there actually filming a short film. Huh?
Wow. Hey, what is that? Less than 15 minutes?
Yeah, it's going to be about 12.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's an insane project. I'll give you a little premise. A lot of magicians, even more CIA agents.
Okay, very nice. Okay, that makes perfect sense in Austin.
Because Austin, Texas is weird.
Buddy, I got to tell you, it is, if you ever want to just kind of step out of your norm, go to Austin, just at night, go to 6th Street in that area downtown, and you will see humanity like you've not seen it before.
I'm in this short film. There's a bunch of names attached to it. A lot of these Kill Tony popular people, whether it's Timmy No Breaks, he's the lead in this thing. I got to work with him. I got to work, be on a comedy show with all of the regulars. And I'm really proud to say your boy held his own. We had some good sets out there.
Nice.
And Jack is one of the many people that have asked me, like, so when are you moving? And my answer every single time has been when I'm 24 again.
Yeah, right.
And what I mean by that is that this would be a great time to thank every single person who listens to this radio station. Because the one thing that Austin, Texas does not have is a platform like this.
Yeah, real radio.
They don't have a real radio.
Right.
And I started talking to everybody who's traveling in from Austin to go ahead and do these comedy shows that, to be honest with you, I'm not used to, that amount of stage time and also that amount of pay. I've gotten very, very lucky here in Central Florida. And there's nothing, once again, like traveling and coming back home and making you fall back in love with your own life. This Austin trip was filled with business. It was filled with performing. It was filled with schmoozing, boozing with comedians that are way more famous than I. And I got to come back, and then I show up to this radio station, and I look at Jim accidentally matching the same exact T-shirt.
Yep.
And I go, man, there's no place like home.
Yeah. There's nothing this stupid.
There's nothing this stupid of matching T-shirts with your good friend at the radio station.
No one in Austin is doing that.
Yeah. They got so many other things they're doing.
That's an Orlando exclusive.
Yeah.
I walked into the mothership. One of my old roommates, who's also been on this program, Christoph, is now the door guy. One of the door guys at the mothership.
So he's in Austin now.
He's full-time in Austin.
I did not know that. I thought he was still in New York.
And here's the cool thing about being a door guy at the mothership. For anybody out there who's in the world of performing, this kind of made me go, wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Was that every door guy and door woman at the mothership is, I believe they are kind of forced to take acting classes weekly.
I think Jolly wasn't Jolly a door guy out there as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that whole institution, and boy, yes, I have opinions about it, but it all stops at the door when I hear comedians getting acting classes and being supported in a way that I've never seen. I've never
crazy.
seen a city just fall in love with stand-up comedy, believe the hype, it's worth a trip. It's so insane out there.
Yeah, they wear that letter quite well, don't they? I mean, that really has become a hub of the hottest comics out. I mean, Shane Gillis, you could argue, along with Nate Bargatze, are the two hottest comedy products on planet Earth right now. And, one is in there, one's in Nashville and one's in Austin. Crazy. It used to be New York and LA. Now it's Nashville and Austin.
It is. It exceeded the hype. Doing shows with those really, really good comedians and just being on a showcase.
Everybody cool?
Everyone was very cool. Now, granted, I heard some jokes that I'm like, well, that thing's a net loss for society. I don't think you should say that, but hey, and I don't think the audience laughed too much at it. I don't think it's worth it, but I'm not their comedian and they're not mine.
Sure, man. That's crazy. I'm glad it went well, man. That's awesome news.
So we have one more day of shooting for the short film. It will be happening down in Florida. I'm very excited about it. I'm pumped. It's one of the cooler, more trendy projects I've ever gotten offered to do.
And where will this go out? What will happen with this product once it's edited down and ready to go?
I believe
it's Hulu, right?
No, I know. I believe
it'll be on Hulu.
It will be on some film festivals, I believe, in the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's
cool. But released on YouTube, like on social, or no?
Probably in like 2 years.
Oh, really?
It will hit the internet in 2 years, but it's got to make its rounds around the film circuit.
Oh, so this is a serious thing. Like this is getting kind of introduced into film festivals and things of that nature?
Yeah, we're going.
Wow.
They're going for it.
What's
the director is.
What's the content? Can you share it all?
I mean, I was not joking when I say like there's a ton of CIA agents versus a ton of magicians.
Yeah, okay, good. That's all you need.
That's all you. It's kind of a half action film. We blew up a wall. Too much fun, but
and by the way, for the audience out there, about two years ago when I went out to Austin, I came back and told a story about something that happened at a comedy club that I thought was one of the most revolting things I've ever seen in my entire life, and it is still one of the most revolting you can't it's like you walking up on some kind of cult right or something,
like a sacrifice,
like you're hiding behind the bush watching something you should not see, and that happened in the comedy club that Ross did on the first night he was there.
And
the Creek in the Cave, or
to stick the landing, hopefully at the end of this segment is real fast. I'll cut a quick commercial to any local comedy scene. Everything I just said is correct. Austin's blowing up. All of the Orlando comedians that moved out there. Well, Orlando comedians still need you. If you see a comedy showcase, go to it. Support your local comedy scene, because I'm here to tell you we're kind of here in Orlando living in the future.
Yeah.
Because you're going to go out to a comedy show and see somebody probably 6-7 years down the road on a different screen that you would never imagine.
And by the way, I could name 5 of them right now that's exactly fit that. I mean, Christoph Cam, that's just where it starts. I mean, other guys that have made a big splash online, Ricky Reyes, guys like that are just absolutely killing it. Jake Rick is out there working.
And boy, did I take advantage of all of my friends' success.
And you should.
Because they look at me of like, oh, dude, it's the old guy. It's old Ross. And I'm like, God, I need to moisturize. But nonetheless, Austin, Texas, Orlando, any local comedy scene, it's worth your time. Those are your Ross thoughts. I'm out. Peace.
You got it, buddy. Good job. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Green is your 4 o'clock keyword, GREEN. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Emily the Movie Girl is next. Let's try that again with a new tongue.
Real Radio is
Monsters in the Morning.
Angel on my right. I got people in the burlesque world all around me. So I got questions, man. And I'm like, hey.
So you're staring at the man's junk.
Yeah.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Look out for a crash off to the shoulder on I-4 westbound near Osceola Polk Line Road, slowing down traffic through Champions Gate. An accident off to the shoulder on I-4 eastbound before Colonial. Traffic's backed up from OBT. A crash on Apopka Vineland Road southbound at Hotel Plaza Boulevard. 2 right lanes are blocked there. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Advanced Air Home Service. One call solves it all.
Dispatch, this is Mindy at Advanced Air Home Services.
Well, boy, it's getting hot out there. Now, if your AC is making funny noises, just needs a once-over, or your home isn't as cool as it used to be, visit AdvancedAirandHeat.com. Advanced Air Home Services. Licensed CAC 1820806.
Vehicles under 20 grand. Now at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Get your home sold quickly and stress-free with a guaranteed cash offer from the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Google the Nickley Group or visit thenickley.com.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
There once was a magic. Sorry. At Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, we don't do fairy tales. We do real, like real adventures to Mars or real journeys into the future to see how imagination can really take us to strange new worlds, and real trips into the past where we meet heroes and legends way ahead of their time. Real rockets, real astronauts, real adventure. all at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Discover something real.
Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. One of our clients, Chris, said, Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allowed us to sell our 16-year-old home without having to spend thousands on repairs, and the whole process was fast. Find out what your guaranteed offer will be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando. Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you looking for information on a reverse mortgage or HELOC? It's so easy to get a quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
If you haven't switched to Pure Talk because you're not sure their coverage is every bit as reliable as Big Wireless, why not take them for a test drive? For a limited time, Pure Talk is offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months, including their top-tier unlimited data plan. No contracts, no commitments. Just a great deal on a high-speed network with unlimited data from an American wireless company. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and let the savings begin.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
When bills can't wait, every minute matters. That's why there's M-Scott. Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes. M-Scott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Dan Dennis here. Look, I don't need an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every single day, and it's awful. So do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Just call Mo.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Congratulations to Adrian and Mary, last year's winners of $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, installation is included, and most windows are installed in less than 8 weeks with a lifetime guarantee that transfers when you sell. And now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. That's TRUST to 20129.
Hi, I'm Bob Pittman, Chairman and CEO of iHeartMedia. I also led the team that created MTV. And my co-founders and I are celebrating MTV's 45th anniversary this month. On my podcast, Math and Magic, Stories from the Frontiers of Marketing, you'll hear the untold origin story from the people who built MTV from the ground up.
I want my MTV!
Something for me that felt like mine. Those are powerful words, my.
Download the free iHeartRadio app, search Math and Magic, and listen now.
If you don't know what web goals are, consider yourself lucky. Feel like helping out? Go to JimColbertLive.com and look at stuff.
About this new Spider-Man movie. It's not great. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just okay. Another generic villain overstuffed with other superheroes, and I guess the ending of the last film might not matter. But ultimately, who cares? I still had a fun time, and that's what counts the most.
Very nice. Your 4 o'clock keyword is green, Green. Just get over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack. Yep. And Ross here as well.
Believe in yourself.
And guess who else is here? Emily the movie girl.
Her name is Emily. She likes movies. She's a girl. It's time for Emily the movie girl on the Jim Colbert Show.
Good luck for Emily the movie girl.
Thanks, gang.
Hey, what a triumphant return. How are you, young lady?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Very good. Good weekend?
Amazing.
Yeah, okay.
If you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
Okay, very good. Good for you.
All right.
I don't know I don't know you well enough to know what the wink, wink means, but good for you, young lady.
What? Amazing.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man.
There you go.
There we go. It's not funny now that I have to explain it.
Wow. No, nobody else got it, did they?
You definitely needed to explain it. Because we were all going like, where's the donuts?
Yeah, right, exactly. So Emily joins us every Monday, talk about some movies. Obviously, Spider-Man is the talk of the town.
It is.
And man, it went absolutely ballistic at the box office this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen mixed reviews. I've seen people say it was great. I've seen 2.5 star ratings. What say you, young lady?
I really liked this one.
Did you really?
Yes. I can be fairly critical of superhero movies, especially after like Infinity War and Endgame. I feel like Disney just has not really gotten their footing pretty well with Marvel since then. Honestly, I think this is maybe my favorite Tom Holland Spider-Man film that we've gotten so far. Because it was Homecoming, Far From Home,
right?
No Way Home, and now it's Brand New Day.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Those are the 4 that we've gotten. So I think this may be my favorite so far.
I didn't realize he had 4 of these things under his belt.
He's the first Spider-Man to get 4 full films.
And he must be very popular because it made so much money, and it has to be at least some of that where people just like him as that character, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, and his Spider-Man in particular has been very interesting because compared to Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, those other 2 versions, we didn't really get the same kind of origin story that we typically get, and he was thrown into the Avengers. Like, that's the first time you see Spider-Man was in Avengers. I think it was Civil War was when he was first.
Oh, it was
first
definitely Civil
introduced.
War. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Civil War. Yeah. I think it's my favorite Marvel film. Whatevs.
Great.
Well, he's coming in a
I
lot.
love that. Ross, I'm so glad you're here today.
He has some thoughts on it.
But obviously the audience loves him in this character. And by the
Yeah.
way, one of the things I heard about this one was it's a very introspective Spider-Man.
Yeah, when you think about Spider-Man, you typically see him in high school, like, nerdy, nerdy
Beating up
boy,
bullies. Right,
also Spider-Man. And this one, he's kind of like, college 20-something, and he's in his like emo boy era because of how the last one ended.
Got
with
it.
like everyone forgets who Peter Parker is.
Right. And that's not a spoiler. That's
literally
years old.
That's literally in the trailer, guys.
Yeah.
So
Nobody's
Get
mad
over
yet.
yourselves.
Nobody's mad yet.
Right. And don't worry, I won't give any spoilers or anything, but truthfully, to me, there isn't much to spoil in this film.
Right.
There's, a character reveal, but it's the worst kept secret for Marvel, I think. Like, everyone kind of knew it was coming. So even when I saw it opening night with a full theater, they were like, oh, yes, this character.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everyone knew.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the action of this Spider-Man film, because I've been told and convinced that it's the best like superhero action any audience can consume.
I think as of recently, I loved the action in this film, especially for Spider-Man specifically, because this is so inherently New York. And I think that's what Tom Holland's Spider-Man has been missing. He's been off with the Avengers. He's been in space. He's far from home. He was literally in Washington, D.C. or something. So it's really nice to see Spider-Man literally be the poor nerdy boy from Queens.
And it's the first Spider-Man movie without the word home in it, and it's the first Spider-Man movie when he's in New York and he's home.
Exactly. No,
Spider-Man made it.
There's a lot of sequences, and I'm sure this is all over social media, where a lot of the montage sequences are straight up like exactly like the original comic book front covers.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. So I think that the people that were very passionate about making this a grounded New York, Queens Spider-Man movie, they nailed it.
Well, I'm super curious about one thing. You said this is your favorite Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite Spider-Man movie, and why is it Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2?
I do really love that one.
Oh, I thought
and
I
actually,
guessed it.
I do actually have I think this particular, this Brand New Day is a good mirror to Spider-Man 2, because Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker is dealing with choosing his personal life over what his moral responsibility is as a superhero. Whereas this one, Tom Holland's Peter Parker is you need to have work-life balance, my dude.
Yeah.
But my favorite is in Spider-Verse.
Okay.
It's really hard to pick the first or the second one, because to me they're the same.
Well, and for me, all the new ones are missing one thing, and that for me, it's no James Franco, no Jim Colbert.
What?
So you're not getting my $17 without Franco.
He's a big Franco fan, and he doesn't know about Franco news.
No, I know about Franco
didn't know
news.
about them.
No, it's a joke. I'm just being silly.
Emily, so with the new Spider-Man out, is it a prerequisite? Do you need to see the last one?
Yes.
Can you do? Okay, without a doubt. If
Yes.
you're going to see the new one, make sure you've seen the last one.
You're gonna be very confused.
Oh, really?
Yes, you
All
have to see No Way Home. Also, that one is really fun.
Okay.
So you have
Now-
to watch it, or at the very least watch a recap.
If you're going to see No Way Home, now do you have to see the second one, another version of Home?
Yeah, almost home.
I mean, at that point,
Nearly home.
to understand the characters that make their way in No Way Home, you have to watch every single Spider-Man movie.
Oh my God! So to go see this movie, you have to commit yourself to a week of movies.
Because I started with Homecoming. On Friday night, I watched Homecoming, and I realized, I didn't watch Civil War, so it was kind of like I missed the first 15 minutes of a movie.
So, Emily, and one of the issues I have with any of these superhero movies, the Transformers kind of ruined it for me because there's so much CGI and so much fighting. It's just a bunch of flashes with some sound effects and some music behind it. Does this do any of that, or is it like when you watch it, does it seem as natural as a movie about this kind of thing can seem?
I think it seems very natural. That's why I love that it's set in New York. That's why I love the villain and the montage villains that we get throughout the movie. And I was even talking literally to my brother on the way here about Tom Holland's it's Spider-Man, but his Spidey suit.
Okay.
So often we see the Spidey suits high tech, and it just seems like this stiff, uncomfortable thing. It looks like spandex. I love the way it moves. It looks like this kid just scrounged it out of his laundry bin,
Right.
and went
That's kind of
saved the day.
Isn't that kind of a throwback to the original one, right? Because
Yeah.
when Tobey Maguire was finding it out, he was just piecing together. I think part of the movie was him coming up with a suit and him finding something that could handle his powers and whatnot. So they did throw back a little bit, didn't they?
Yeah,
that's cool.
I really liked the suit in this. So
I'm going to ask a very stupid question because I do not know the answer to this because I've kind of been out on the Spider-Verse since the first couple. Is there a love interest in this?
in this new film,
Yeah, in the new
Brand
one.
New Day.
Yeah. Is Zendaya
Because
in
that's
it?
not Spider-Verse.
Okay, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Spider-Verse, but I mean, the whole world.
Oh, you're thinking MCU.
Yeah,
as,
okay,
as a
yeah,
whole,
yeah,
because
yeah.
Spider-Verse is a whole animated film.
Okay, my
series.
apologies.
That's okay. I'm just clarifying for the good people that
it
are
doesn't
listening.
matter. I feel terrible already.
It doesn't matter. Why am I here?
It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Movies matter, Jim. He did say, it was like, this is going to be a dumb question.
I did. I
This-
prefaced.
This does have a love interest, but have you seen any of the other Tom Holland Spider-Man movies?
I have not.
Okay,
Not
well
one.
then-
Yeah. I blow it.
So you haven't seen the other Spider-Man. So I'm so curious, Jim, the movie before this, No Way Home.
Yes.
Do you know, the big hoopla about that one?
He didn't do his taxes for a while. And that's what it is, right?
It's actually a shocker you didn't get spoiled on that.
You're the only person that
the
I'm
only
aware
person
of
that's unspoiled.
that could watch that movie and have it not be spoiled.
Yeah. But I know nothing about it either. I'm telling you, man. After the original 2, I kind of checked out a little bit. I only saw the one Garfield one. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I don't know. Like I don't have that verve to go see these movies anymore.
I think I speak for Emily. We're both jealous of you.
Why are you jealous?
That you can experience that movie for the first time.
Oh, that's cool.
Unspoiled.
That's good.
Because the spoiler aspect of that film was for bajillions of people.
Really?
Yes. If you didn't see it
Yes.
opening night or second night,
oh really?
Word got out about that third Spider-Man Tom Holland film, and you not knowing it is honestly kind of cool.
Like I know nothing about it. Like I have no. Like if you gave me 1,000 guesses right now, I may stumble on one of the letters. But I would not know anything about it. No. I love the fact that I'm the douchebag. Like
I just love that you work in radio and media and you aren't privy to this information at all.
I don't. The thing is, it just doesn't interest me and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know why. It just doesn't.
You're in a better place than us because we know what happens in that third movie, and I kind of want to be you.
Are all of these like available on Netflix? Can I go and start watching these movies now or whatever? I mean, is it like on Prime or?
I would guess probably on Disney Plus.
Okay, good.
If I had to guess.
All right, I'll check it out then. I promise. I want to be surprised.
You're not gonna.
I don't believe you.
Listen, on my schedule, I will do the best I can. I promise.
Did you see The Odyssey?
My God Almighty!
You didn't? You didn't? What the heck? Oh my God!
Oh, you're making her use naughty language now.
Don't say heck on the show, please.
I could say something else, but I won't.
We have rules for sure. No, the guy saw it though, so they saw it.
Ross and I both saw it.
Yeah.
It's Christopher Nolan. It's an epic. It's my second favorite Nolan film.
What's the first?
I'm going to go Dunkirk, but that's because I'm biased towards World War II.
Whoa.
And I think that's like the most important event in human history. And to feel like I was actually there, I'll never thank Nolan personally, but I can thank him on this radio station.
Hey,
he might be listening. You don't know.
Yeah. I saw that. Do I get credit? All right.
Yeah.
All right. And so, what did you wind up giving Spider-Man? Are you a
4 stars?
4
4
stars.
out of 5.
Very good. Wow, really? So highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
Really? Is there a format in which you should see this to really experience it the best, or does just any theater will do?
Any theater will do. I mean, I love seeing stuff in premium formats. If I can see it in a Dolby, great. But no, just see it at your local movie theater. Support cinema.
And do you mind saying what you talked about right before we came on the air about where you see this? Will you drop that dime on everybody to let everybody know, or is that something you keep to yourself?
Oh, where I go to see movies?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an AMC A-lister, so I go to the local AMC. There's 3 that I go to, but the one that I do frequent a lot is the AMC at West Oaks Mall in Ocoee.
Okay.
Which. Yeah, it's desolate, and the only other thing there is like the tax office there.
Yeah, and waiting homicides. They're on wait.
True story. I do park my car right by the movie theater exit, so that way I've got a quick exit out of there.
They would have to let me drive it into the theater for me to go there.
But the AMC there is this amazing little hidden gem. I can always get seats, and every single theater, all of the seats recline.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like that.
So that's a bit of a cheat code there, right?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Sure. Yeah. But I also frequent the Altima and Disney Springs.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a 4-star review for Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie. What else do you have for us?
The other movie I saw was like really last second was called I Want Your Sex.
Okay.
It stars Olivia Wilde and Cooper Hoffman. And Cooper Hoffman is Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman's son.
Yes, his son.
Yeah.
And like normally I kind of have iffy things about Nepo babies, but Cooper Hoffman is very talented. He was also in The Long Walk last year, if you saw that.
I did not. No.
I heard that movie was supposed to not be that good going into it, and then it turned out being an absolute banger. It's a Stephen King novel, correct?
Yes, I loved it. I didn't read the book, and honestly, I'm kind of scared to after watching the movie, but I loved the movie.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's streaming, I believe, on HBO.
Did you see it on HBO?
No, I saw it. I believe it's on HBO streaming.
There we go.
Available.
I just looked at the texting service for the first time this segment, and people are literally begging you guys to tell me what happens in that Spider-Man movie.
No!
They are begging you to tell me so I can react on the air. They want to hear me react to it, and I don't know why. I'm just going to watch it, and I'll react to it, and I'll record myself watching it. That way you can see me react. So tell us about this movie. Was it good?
So, yeah, I liked it overall. It's this really interesting satire about this, like, fresh out of college kid that needs a job, and he ends up working for this artist that is this, like, provocateur, sexual artist, and she does all of these, like, really weird, funky installations, and then she ends up asking him kind of to be, like, her sexual muse.
Okay.
And overall, I think in film and cinema, people have very back and forth, mixed opinions on sex in movies.
Okay.
And I think this has a very interesting anecdote that the second like things start to get really real, that's when these characters kind of pull back. It's it's hard to explain it without really getting into the nitty-gritty of it, but it's oddly this sort of dark rom-com almost.
That's what I've heard about it. Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed it. Olivia Wilde doing that, and then not too long ago, The Invite. I'm like, man, she's having a really good year.
And she has a very, I'm not going to say bro-like, but she has a very kind of forward personality anyway, right? Does that come off like that in the movie? Because when you see her with interviews and other stuff, she seems to be like very assertive in herself.
She's a very confident person. I can totally agree with that. Yeah, I mean, it's so interesting because she plays this very confident, extremely sexual person, but then when things start to go downhill for her, it's so crazy to see how everything unravels in the third act.
It's almost like she just uses that as a shield to her real personality.
Yes, a bit. And then, of course, Cooper Hoffman, this poor kid, has to tell her, like, you literally ruined my life because of hiring me, because of, basically grooming me, doing all of these things. But overall, it also has this, like, really odd whimsical quality. Like, there's, like, things that are randomly animated and stuff. So I think overall it's a very fun watch. It didn't quite get there for me. I think it could have had a little bit more development, specifically with there's like a best friend that this college kid has, and when this best friend was first introduced, I thought that was his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
I was very confused. Like, I think 25-30 minutes in, I was like, is he cheating? Does he have two girlfriends? Oh no, that's just his best friend and roommate.
Good story though. It kind of moved along quite well.
Yes,
hour, half hour,
90 minutes.
Yeah,
90 minutes. I love a 90-minute movie.
Where you put this?
3 stars.
3 stars.
Yeah,
just
solid.
like a good weeknight watchable kind of movie.
Yeah. Watch it at home.
Yeah.
Don't watch it with the parents.
Yeah, sure.
Real quick, Cooper Hoffman is the son of Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, he's not Dustin Hoffman.
No, not Dustin Hoffman. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, I mean, it's not many Hoffmans out there.
But I didn't know Philip Seymour Hoffman had a kid, and he's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird that faking is hereditary, but whatever.
Yeah. And being a sexual muse is not easy. I did it for 1 semester in community college.
Oh my God.
And it's hard work, man. People should need to get more credit for that.
Do you put that on the resume?
No, it was first thing up, right under my name. What do you have coming up for us next week, Maniac?
Next week, I'm going to go see One Night Only and Ice Cream Man. And then I also want to plug my podcast that's coming out.
Get at it.
The first episode comes out tomorrow. It's called Cinema Social Collective. You can find it anywhere there's going to be major podcasts, so Apple Podcasts, Spotify. On weekends, we'll be uploading video to our Cinema Social Collective YouTube channel. So there's going to be lots of fun content. This is just an intro episode, but we're really excited to get started. So I hope you guys give that a listen.
Cinema Social Collective. Yeah, check it out. Always good seeing you, dear.
Thank you.
Good and loud for Emily, the movie girl.
Spider-Man is good.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Don't forget your 4 o'clock keyword is green, GREEN. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in 1 sec.
Every day at Real Radio, we prove that we're human. Now it's your turn. What is this?
Stool sample?
Just send us a talk back with our free iHeartRadio app and prove that you're guaranteed human.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hit or miss showers and storms, the name of the game as we kick off our work week. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. Some of those could produce torrential rain. There is a low-end risk of flooding across Central Florida, so we'll have to watch out for that through the remainder of the day. Not all of us see the rain, but when it does fall, it'll be heavy. Through the overnight, those showers and thunderstorms fade away with temperatures falling back into the middle to upper 70s. And for our Tuesday, it's essentially a copy and paste kind of day. Scattered showers and thunderstorms with this disturbance to our northwest developing mainly during the afternoon and evening, with highs topping out in the lower 90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Florida heat is at its peak, and for a lot of folks, their homes just never seem to stay cool. That's a common concern with Florida homeowners, and the problem could be your windows and doors. That's because vinyl windows are known to warp, crack, or degrade over time, letting in a lot of unwanted heat, while aluminum windows are heat conductors, transferring heat into your home. And who wants that? Renewal by Andersen to the rescue. That's because their windows are made of Fibrex material, built to withstand Florida's extreme heat. Their energy-efficient replacement windows and doors are designed to help keep the heat out and maintain a more consistent indoor temperature. So that means a more comfortable home and lower energy costs. During their end of summer sale, Florida homeowners can buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th free, plus special financing for 1 full year. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to claim your savings and reserve your free design consultation, or stop by their showroom off of Lee Road in Winter Park and see these beautiful products for yourself. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Russ Rollins here. When friends ask me who I trust for my home remodeling projects, I give them the same answer all the time. Mike the Home Builder, HBNUSA.com. Mike's a 4th-generation contractor with more than 36 years of experience. I trust HBN USA because Mike's honest, explains everything clearly, and gives straightforward pricing with no surprises. That's why HBNUSA.com is the only company I recommend for bathroom remodeling, roofing, gutters, and windows and door replacement. If your bathroom's outdated or showing signs of wear, Mike and his team can transform it into a beautiful low-maintenance bath or shower using quality products from trusted brands like Moen. For a limited time, qualified buyers can enjoy no payments until 2028. And check this out. You call my buddy Mike the Home Builder now, and he'll give you an additional $500 off your bath project. Call 407-754-1814. That's 407-754-1814. Or visit hbnusa.com. License number CBC 1255975 and CCC 1329039.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we place the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
Some apps say they're free, then come the fees. Not the iHeart app. It's 100% free. No required subscriptions to access the best live radio stations, free playlists, podcasts, and more. Download the free iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Hey, Orlando, why settle for one dealership when you can shop three? Greenway Kia's 3 Central Florida locations give you access to 3 times the inventory. Shop over 1,200 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. Plus, when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle to help maximize its value. And this week only, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
25 weeks comes down to this. 3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 Weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at theNickLeeGroup.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
I don't want to be that guy, but I have to be that guy. It wasn't Avengers Civil War. It was Captain America Civil War. It was actually a Captain America movie. Just all the Avengers were in it.
Oof.
Okay.
He's right.
Oof.
Good morning, or Monday, I mean.
Okay.
It's Monday, so I don't even know what time of day it is. I can't wait to see your short film, Russ, and I can't wait to see SNL rip it a couple months later.
Yeah, no joke.
No doubt.
One time.
Yeah, for people who do not know, Ross made a bunch of videos back in the day. You can actually go and still see those to this day. Oddly enough, some SNL sketches were painfully close.
There was one sketch that made me go, ain't no way.
Yeah. The
And
parallel
then-
thinking thing that only goes so far, right?
Yeah, man, we had the same damn outfits on.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. We only have a few minutes before we get to the top of the hour. A couple segments with Colette Fair. So if you have any questions about your relationship, you have any issues you may want to work out, Colette will be in studio and we will take calls. You can hop on board and do that. We'll do a couple with Colette. She does the Love Thy Neighbor show on Thursday nights here with her buddies Tom and Dan. She's a regular over there. Was nice enough to join us a couple months ago, and we got a good relationship. She's awesome on the air. And again, if you have any situations or know of a situation that you think maybe could use some advice from an expert, she is one. So give us a call.
Couples counseling expert. If you are in an argument and you want to win it, you want someone on your side.
That's exactly what you do.
She may or may
Yeah.
not be that person.
Hey, real quick.
Depending if you're right or not.
Hey, real quick, I was sharing this with Deb and Jack before the show. I didn't get a chance to talk to you about it, and we only have a few minutes here before we get to the top of the hour. There was a guy who went to I saw this on Reddit today, a guy who went to a con. I want to see it was out in L.A.,
Okay.
One of the Comic-Cons or whatever. And you know how you pay to get your photograph?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a quick question. This will be easy, right? It's a female. She has been in some pretty big stuff. Deb, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, been in some big stuff. And the guy put this picture up on Reddit, and it's her. She's sitting on a stool. She's sitting there. You've got the whole Marvel thing in the background. And this guy's standing like from me to Deb from her. And then the context said, I paid $80 for this photograph with Famke Jensen.
Yeah, okay.
You know who that is? Famke
Yeah, she was in
Jensen?
a lot of X-Men movies. She was in Taken.
Right, yeah. Right? So
Okay.
her name's Famke Jensen. She's
That was 3 different names that you just said.
Famke. There she is right there, right?
That's for one of your pronunciations.
Right, very good. And he said right before they took the photograph, her handler comes out with a yardstick.
Oh.
And puts it in between them and says, stay just that far away and we'll take this picture. And that brought up the whole internet thing. Like, Well, when you pay $80 for a photograph, do you deserve to be closer to the person? Does it need to be like you guys know each other? Everybody kind of knows you don't know them. Everybody knows you paid money to have that photograph. So does it matter if you're close to them, or do you think that's bad taste for her to say, come out and say, you got to stay at least 3 feet away from me, bro?
I love being like self-aware and social awareness and what not to do in a room full of people. I do not have the answers on this one, man, because that's the most awkward scenario that I could ever draw up on meeting someone that you paid for this interaction.
Yeah, but the thing is like, my thing was this. I mean, if I paid, let's say Deb was in one of these and Deb was Fompkin, I paid to go in and have a photograph of Deborah. Deborah's very famous. I'm not. I'm a Comic-Con kind of guy. You can look at him in 5 seconds and see exactly what he looks like when you see the picture.
You're a guy. You're a creep. She's hot.
Yeah,
You're wearing a Deadpool shirt. You got a little belly showing up whenever you have a question in class.
1,000%, still eats mom's food, the whole 9 yards. And I think that there is some rights to the person. I mean, no one's going to look at that photograph and go, oh, no, wait, you're hanging out with Deborah Roberts. How long have you guys known each other? Everybody's going to know you dropped $50, $60, $70 to have this photograph, and nobody's going to believe you know her. Nobody's going to believe any of that stuff. The interaction is so synthetic and so sterile.
But usually the backdrops kind of reveal that. It's something that'll say whatever Comic-Con it is, or, there's something in the backdrop that kind of reveals that this is not at someone's house party.
Right.
This is at a convention.
So he was kind of complaining about it. I think he wanted it to seem a little bit more intimate.
Well, I mean, that kind of distance for $80.
Yeah.
I mean, for every foot, I get to take $10 off that cost.
We don't need to touch, but we need to be a lot closer.
I mean, is it you take that off or you add to it? Like, in other words, you start at 3 feet. For every foot you get closer, that's another hundo.
Oh, God.
Better that than $80 and I'm halfway across the room.
Right, exactly.
For $80?
And it's completely subjective from celebrity to celebrity.
Right. Yeah,
So-
because I saw other pictures in the same, and the stars, the dude's like draped on them. Like,
Yeah.
like they went to college together, and they're perfectly fine with that.
Have you ever seen the viral photos of Chris Brown's meet and greet? I'm
No.
not making the easy joke here, but like he's a lot of his photos after the concert.
Yeah. You want that cat at arm's length.
Yeah, no kidding.
But a lot of his photos is like him like he'll be like very sexually provocative during the meet and greet.
So he gets in there, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
That's
like I've seen a lot of those photos.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I got more respect
Can you
for
show any of that?
I got more. Oh my goodness, dude.
Yeah. Are you looking at the Chris Brown photos?
My man's at work. He's not taking photos. My man he's scouting.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
They usually go viral for it. Meet and greet.
That's crazy, man.
Like, yeah, you can sit on his lap if he allows it.
This is a guy who punches women.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
And
Jack,
they're
he
lining up.
Yeah, he dances well enough, I guess, dude.
right.
I've never understood the rules of society.
Yeah, right.
None of us did.
And he didn't just punch a woman. He punched one of the most famous rich women in the world.
Yeah, a future billionaire.
Yeah. It's a couple times over, I think. All right, 77031. That's how you text us. We'll have a fresh keyword for you at the top of the hour. And Colette Farrer joins us. She is a relationship expert. So if you have any questions about your relationship, somebody else's. And by the way, this doesn't have to necessarily always be like male, female, like together. You can have a question about your brother, a question about your sister, your mom, any of that stuff. Relationships are the key here. So Colette in with us next here on the Jim Colbert Show.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
There's a crash on Consulate Drive west of OBT. An accident northbound on Flores Turnpike near Williams Road. That's off to the shoulder now. I-4 eastbound near Colonial. Crash off to the shoulders, causing some stop and go through the city. You're going to get stuck in some afternoon traffic, so travel with caution. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Staples. All right, it's officially the most wonderful time of the year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, 20% off for teachers, and more. Check out all the deals at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples, that was easy.
Hey, if you want to find out if a reverse mortgage is a good fit for you, that mortgage guy Don can help. Don will get you some numbers and explain the details, then you decide if it makes sense for you to proceed. A reverse mortgage can be a lifesaver for people over 62 on a fixed income, and you can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. That mortgage guy Don also offers HELOCs and home equity lines of credit. You can get cash out for home improvements, debt consolidation like myself, a wedding, back taxes, and more. And again, you can get that quote with no hard credit inquiry. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Congratulations, Melissa. You just won $1,000 from Real Radio.
Woo-hoo! Yes! Real Radio 104.1.
What are you going to do with your money, Melissa?
I'm going to get a new tattoo.
With 13 chances each day to get $1,000 in your hand, we ask, who's next? This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air has been in business since 1992, right here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts. That's Mills Air. It's equipment change-out time. You can get upgrades up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feel.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Sell your home stress-free this summer with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Skip the hassle of a traditional home sale while receiving the strongest cash offer in the industry. Hi, it's Jack, and I'm here with my friend Mark Spain. Mark, how does the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate eliminate all the stress for the home seller?
Well, selling your home through a traditional way is very stressful because you have costly repairs, you have appraisals, you have a lot of things that add stress to an already stressful situation. With the guaranteed offer, there are no repairs, there's no showings, there's no lot boxes. It's real simple. We bring you a strong cash offer. You can close in as little as 21 days and move when you want to on your time.
Thanks to the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of a traditional home sale and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com and find out what your guaranteed offer will be. There is no obligation. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Free shouldn't come with a catch. With iHeartRadio, it doesn't. No monthly fees, no trial periods. Radio, music, podcasts. Download the free iHeartRadio app now.
This summer, the heat is on in Orlando as the second annual Florida Open 9-Ball Pool Championship takes over the Caribe Royale Orlando Resort from August 4th through the 9th with the world's best billiards players battling it out for glory. Expect world-class competition, non-stop action, jaw-dropping shots, and an unforgettable atmosphere. This isn't just a tournament. It's the sport at its absolute best. Single-day tickets and multi-day passes are selling fast. Head to Ticketmaster or MatchroomPool.com now to grab yours before they're gone.
Can you believe kids are already going back to school? And while it's hard to admit, that means another allergy season is just around the corner. Set your appointment today at Aspire Allergy and Sinus and find a solution for the whole family. Studies show that kids with allergies have a hard time concentrating in school and have more absences than those without allergies. So what are you waiting for? Go to AspireAllergy.com and book your appointment today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Imagine this, you and your love hand in hand watching the sunset from a tropical balcony or dancing under the stars on a luxury cruise. That's the magic waiting for you this summer at International Diamond Center. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free romantic getaway on us. Buy that perfect engagement ring or anniversary gift and let IDC buy the honeymoon or escape you'll never forget. Here's how it works. Spend $3,500 and get a 3-day, 2-night romantic hotel getaway plus a $100 Visa card, and choose from over 15 dreamy sights. Spend $5,000 on her jewelry and sail away on a 3 or 4 night luxury cruise for 2, or choose a 7-night condo resort stay. Go all in at $10,000 and enjoy a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort in one of 4 breathtaking countries. At IDC, you buy the jewelry, we give you the getaway. Hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Get all the details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia.
Hey, it's Russ Rollins from the Monsters in the Morning. A lot of people don't think about uninsured motorist coverage until it's too late, but Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt taught me that UM coverage protects you. Now, I'm not an attorney, but if Mo DeWitt says it's important, I know it is because he's speaking from experience. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. B-A-N-K. Bank. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Are you offended yet? Obviously, we're only kidding. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Okay, my question on the convention thing and the 3 feet away is it because a lot of those guys just don't have great hygiene and maybe she just doesn't want to smell it?
I don't. What were they talking about? Oh, in other words, she thinks that the dude maybe stank.
Yeah, she said in general,
the
guys who might go to conventions might not be someone you want to be within 3 feet of, because some people don't shower all the time before coming to work.
Right, yeah.
It was one time, and that one time is today. I'm sorry.
I can imagine what kind of animal would do that. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 5 o'clock keyword is bank. B-A-N-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Bank is the word, guys. Go get that money. Hope you win. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
And so is Ross.
I'm sorry again, Jack.
Even though we kind of don't want him to be. Smelling a little bit. He's fine, though. And, of course, about every, couple months or so, every month and a half, we like to invite this young lady in. She has a practice here in town. We'll learn about it in a second. She is a relationship expert. Guys, good and loud for Colette Fair. What do you say?
Let's communicate.
Yeah, you can hear her every Thursday night. Love Thy Neighbor right here on Real Radio 104.1. How are you doing, young lady?
I'm great. What a reception.
Yeah,
and to
how good is
be
that?
called a young lady is so refreshing and unusual.
Yeah.
I had a trucker check me out on the way to work. I was like, thanks, dude.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Maybe an 85-year-old is who's considering me a young lady at this point, but I'll take it. Happy to be alive.
There's a certain point where we're like, how dare you? And there's a certain point where we're like, more.
Yes.
Lots of more.
Anyone. I'll take it. Anyone.
Exactly.
Hey, it's funny. We say relationship expert, and what exactly does that entail for people who are just now hearing you for the first time?
I know, right? It sounds kind of presumptuous almost, but I've been doing this work for 15 years, almost 15 years, where I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, a licensed mental health counselor. I have a private practice specializing in couples therapy. So I've earned those stripes, I like to think.
Now, before the show, maybe I misspoke here, but do you also do familial stuff? If you we have somebody on hold right now waiting to talk that there's family drama with a sister, and we have a text in the same way. Do you guys, or do you deal with stuff like that, or is it just relationships, marital?
Yeah, no, so I specialize in marriage counseling, but of course I've worked with families, every kind of constellation, because all of this is relationships, friendship issues, parents, siblings, children, you name it.
What are the hardest?
Marriages.
Yeah, marriages are always hardest?
I think so.
Yeah, because you just kind of get ground in there and you kind of get a little bitter and then you won't let go to stuff. I mean, you feel like there's a score being kept kind of thing?
That can definitely happen. I think marriages are the hardest because they can be, not that parent-child or sibling relationships, lots of things can be difficult, but marriages or long-term relationships or romantic relationships, let's say, those are the kind of relationships that really push your buttons. They activate underneath those triggers are old wounds that tend to be very foundational to how you feel about yourself. And of course, we're all at heart afraid of rejection and abandonment, even when we don't realize that it's operating in our attachment system.
And let's face it, if you have a problem with your brother or sister, you can tell them to blank off and then talk to them a year later. You can't do that with the person you're living with.
Absolutely.
And have it go well. Ross, you got a question?
I know. All I have to say to that is, uh-oh. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah. In the idea, by the way, if you want to give us a call, Colette's here to answer your calls. We do have somebody waiting on hold. We'll get to you in 1 second. When you deal with marital relationships, I mean, what is the number one thing that kind of gets brought up when people come into your office? Is it the normal stuff that we hear about all the time that kind of, it's so rote, that's why it's so kind of stereotypical, or?
Yeah, it's shocking. Really, most of what we're talking about are very small things. You know, the cliche of you didn't do the dishes. It's normal, daily, what some therapists call normal marital hatred. That's actually a term.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we could focus group that. I think we can, Jay, we can update the term. My entire life I've been told not to hate anything. And then there's a term for it.
Yeah. It just becomes that one thing, like not putting something away when you get through using it, or leaving one sip of milk in the container perpetually in your life. And it's not that it does it one time. It's not that third or fourth time even. It's that you just simply will not listen when I ask you not to do it time.
That's it. That's actually what it really is. It's not the issue. It's not feeling heard. It's not feeling seen or valued or like a priority to your partner. But it's the daily grind that tends to elicit those powerful feelings. Of course, there are financial issues. Sex is a big issue. Mismatched libidos. Infidelities, all of those things come up, but day in and day out, I'm talking about the daily grinds with people, and then we're unpacking what's underneath it that doesn't get said, and I'm helping people to say things in a way that's more vulnerable and more clear.
Right.
That's really what it's about.
And you're giving them a safe area to do that.
You know, part of me kind of feels a little seen. It helps hearing you say that because I feel like everyone's been there. I know I've been there, and I know exactly how I take a fast pass, an e-pass to absolute, like, I'm losing it. Yep. It's because my brain goes, it's all right, I'll do it. If it's such a big deal, let me just step up and take care of whatever it is. Fill in the blank. I'll step up and do that. But then I have a health bar to that. That can only go so far until I go, all right, I'm not going to do it because I don't like doing it. And then all of a sudden there's this, I don't want to say resentment. Resentment's a strong word, but it's kind of the only word that's popping up that I can start feeling like, if it matters so much to me, then I'll do it. And then if I don't do it, I start looking at her and vice versa. She'll look at me the same exact way. And how do you defeat that? It almost feels like a paradox.
Absolutely. So it is resentment. And resentment is really what I identify as the biggest killer of relationships. And it does come from when we do things that maybe we don't really want to do or we feel like we have to. And a lot of the times it's that we're not really being so explicit or identifying our own boundaries or saying no and feeling comfortable saying no. You can say no nicely. And actually, it's important to know your own limits and articulate them. So even though we want to get people talking about the dishes, let's say, or who picked up the dry cleaning, and people to express their feelings and needs, just because your partner may say, hey, this is really important to me, still doesn't mean that you have to do it. It does mean that you want to listen and try to understand why it matters.
Right.
And you'll find a lot of things. It's not really so much about the solution. I've said this many times. I'm probably on here before too. 69% of a couple's problems, the research shows, are unsolvable. They will continue to have those same issues, those same frustrations, and those same daily struggles, annoy each other in the same cruel and unusual ways, right? Which is why we use half-jokingly normal marital hatred. Everybody is annoying, but can you talk about those things? Can you listen to try to understand? Can you have some empathy for your partner? I'm trying to help people access that part of them, their caregiving system, so that they can really hear the other person, and then the solutions become less important.
And a lot of people in relationships, I've been in 2 long relationships, is the fact that they just want you to hear, like, hey, look, this is an issue to me. I mean, you don't even have to make any great movement immediately. That you just need to know, hey, when you do this, this is what happens. This is kind of how I feel about that. This is how I'm perceiving that. Here with Colette Fair. She is a relationship expert. We do have a call here. Let's get to Carrie. Carrie, how are you?
I'm great. How are you guys? My favorite afternoon, folks.
Doing great. You're on with Colette. You have a question?
I do. I spent about 40 years taking the abuse of a fraternal twin sister. I did some work, figured it out, and I'm okay with not having her in my life. It's been hard, Christmas especially. But I have a little sister who is in the same situation. Well, Dad's been diagnosed with dementia, and Mom just turned 80. He'll be 85. So we planned a vacation for a couple days, me and my husband, at Amelia Island. And my mom invited that sister.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's like this is like a bad movie.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought I was okay with it. Like the last week or so, I've been like, okay, I've been in a really good space with this. I'll just let it be. I'll be the anthropologist. I'll just go and I'll observe. Oh my God, it's going to be like 4 days and 3 dinners and beach time and expectations. I know.
Well,
I want to honor my dad.
Yeah.
That's the challenge.
What do you think, Colette?
Wow, I think that's a really tough situation. And I love how you said, or how you tried to counsel and coach yourself. I'll go and I'll be an anthropologist. And that seems like such a great intention, but it also sounds like you're struggling with the fact that part of you is recognizing this might not be doable.
And do you mind if I ask you a quick question, Carrie?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me ask you. Do you feel like you're losing by going? Do you feel like you're giving in by going there? Like you've conceded this battle if you go?
That's a great question. Right now, for me, it's all about my dad and
Gotcha.
my mom. There's been a lot of family dynamics and trauma that I have healed. I've killed it. I really.
Oh, that's okay. Just don't say it again.
Yeah, you cannot say that again, okay?
I will not. I
Okay,
promise.
please.
But that kind of shows the depth of what I had to do to recover, to be a really healthy adult and have a loving, incredible relationship with my parents now.
Yeah.
So I'm going with this intention of just like, okay, I'm doing this for them. If it was dinner, I could do it.
Yeah, Ross.
I was curious, would you ever find yourself feeling guilty by being inauthentic in that situation?
Yeah, I would not do well being inauthentic. I've worked really hard to live my truth. And I did tell my mom, I am not looking for a reconciliation.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, let's keep this just light and breezy.
Yeah. I think the first thing you should say when you walk in that and see her is this. Look, bitch.
See, you can say that bad word on the radio. It's just the other one you can't.
Colette, the clowns have spoken. What does the professional say, Colette?
I mean, I'm hearing a struggle between honoring her father and doing something in service of that bond, but also that this isn't going to be good for you. And I would just redirect you to that. I mean, these are very personal decisions where you have to get really real with yourself about what might this cost you, and is this going to be damaging to your emotional health? Sometimes we tell ourselves a story that we have to do something for someone that isn't really as true as it might seem. You don't have to do this. I mean, why your mom would invite her when she knew the situation, obviously we're not in her head, but now that that's been done, I think you have a hard but important choice about, do you want to move forward with this? And I think it's absolutely fine for your family, regardless of how you feel about your parents, to decline to go.
Wow.
But what about the guilt she's going to face?
I'm the one that wanted to go to the beach, so that makes it even harder.
Well, right.
I did let my mom know that if it goes sideways, we will leave.
Yeah, what were you saying, Deborah?
Financially, we'll pay for our part, but
good.
But know that we will leave.
Good for you.
No, my question for Colette was with her situation that her mom even would go so far as to invite the sister and then instruct everyone, let's just keep this light and breezy, knowing that it has been anything but. Why would you choose to do that on this trip?
Because you're focused on yourself and your own needs and not
Right.
really perspective taking, unfortunately. And I'm not trying to villainize your mom. I don't know the situation.
But that's exactly what's happening.
It isn't fair to you.
It's totally idealism. She wants the happy family, and Dad's now been given a diagnosis and a time.
Man.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
And it is hard. I see her side of it.
Yeah.
100. I'm not mad at my mom. I'm just challenged with, can I do this?
Well, Carrie, we listen. We wish you the very best.
Yeah,
Hopefully
make the decision best for
you
you.
get it. And by the way, if it goes bad, though, it is definitely Colette's fault, okay?
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
And reach out after. I want to know what
I
happens.
told her not to go.
Yeah, we'd like an update, please, Carrie, if you don't mind. All right,
Yeah, that'd be
407
great.
916-1041. By the way, if you want to text in a question, you can do that. If you want to be on the air, we completely understand that. If you don't have your voice out there, completely understand as well. 77031 is the number. You can text your question. We're going to take some more questions and possibly calls because you can do that as well. Right afterwards, we have a relationship expert, Colette Fair, on the air. We'll be back in 1 second.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Out in Polk County, there's a crash causing some stop and go westbound on I-4 past State Road 33. Look out for an accident off to the shoulder on I-4 eastbound near World Drive. There's a crash getting cleared up on Consulate Drive west of OBT. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Quantum Fiber Internet. Have you heard? Quantum Fiber from AT&T is offering a great deal on fast fiber internet. $55 a month for speed up to 1 gig. Find out more at quantumfiber.com. Seriously, grab this special deal now. Limited availability in select areas.
Man, let me tell you something. I have purchased and sold a number of homes right here in Central Florida. So, with that said, I've learned a little bit about the real estate business. Here's what I did learn for sure. If you choose the wrong company to represent you selling your home, especially in Central Florida in this area, you could lose so much money. It literally could cost you tens of thousands of dollars, and here's why. On average, the Nickley Group gets about 6% more for their listings than their competitors, and they sell those homes twice as fast. That's incredible. And look, man, their VIP program has some incredible stuff, like free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies, and what I think is the biggest cheat code in all of real estate, this thing called the Early Access Program. Check this out. How about access to off-market properties before they get listed? You're choosing before anybody else can choose. Simply amazing. They sell a house about every 7 hours. That's why they're the #1 real estate team in all of Central Florida. 4,000 plus 5-star reviews, and they're waiting to help you right now. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Jim Colbert Show question of the day. It's in our YouTube chat. Just search Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. It's brought to us by We Are Beyond a Bank, direct mortgage lenders. That's Brad Siebert and his team. He's been doing this for years, been advertising on Real Radio for years. In fact, I refinanced my home with We Are Beyond a Bank. You can go to the website, wearebeyondabank.com. Brad lets you know everything you need every step of the way. Quick process, got a great rate. Now he's licensed in all 50 states, but he maintains that primary focus of mortgages and getting you the money you need. And it could be a refi on your home. Maybe you found your dream home and you need to use the equity of your current home to kind of attain that dream home. He can help you with that as well with their Move Up Buyers program. But let's say you have a business. He does commercial lending as well. And if it's new construction, yep, he's got loans for that as well. He is a mortgage expert. You contact him at wearebeyondabank.com and make sure you follow him on Facebook. We Are Beyond a Bank on Facebook, because each month they give away a $100 gift card. That's We Are Beyond a Bank on Facebook and online. Follow them today and learn how to buy smarter. NMLS ID number 421593.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival
Presented by Capital One.
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena.
Stream it live on Disney Plus and Hulu. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way to be there.
Starting next Monday.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival is connecting all of us.
Shows, meals, drinks, even a roller coaster ride. All-inclusive 2-night stay at Luxor or Excalibur starting at $330 for two. Visit MGMResorts.com.
Sell your home fast and for the most money with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
You don't pay for iHeartRadio. Our advertisers do. That's why it's always been and always will be 100% free. Radio, music, podcasts. Download the iHeartRadio app now.
Tired of spending a fortune on gas just to get to work? What if the next home you buy could save you money every single week by cutting down your commute? At WeAreBeyondTheBank.com, we share smart home buying tips like finding a home closer to work, competing with cash buyers, and becoming a stronger buyer in today's market. And here's the best part. Become a social media follower at WeAreBeyondTheBank for your chance to win a $100 gas card. Follow us today and learn how to buy smarter at WeAreBeyondTheBank.com. That's WeAreBeyondTheBank.com. NMLS ID number 421593.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando. I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
This summer, rediscover a place that's been here over 450 years, yet always feels brand new. Where the streets tell stories, the beaches are breathtaking, and every day gives your family more to take home than just a suntan. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, and the beaches. Welcome to the new world. Plan your escape now at floridashistoriccoast.com.
August is Sandwich Month, and Easy Cater is rolling out a new surprise deal every week from August 3rd through 30th. That means every order of delicious sandwiches for your team comes with a side of something special just for you. From cheesesteaks and cubanos to pita pockets and pastrami, Easy Cater makes it easy to bring everyone's favorite sandwiches to work and rack up big rewards while you're at it. New week, new deal, all August long. Visit EasyCater.com to place your next order and take a bite out of Sandwich Month. Restrictions apply. See offer details at EasyCater.com.
A lot of apps like to say they're free until they ask for your credit card. iHeartRadio is different. No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges. We make money from our advertisers, not from you. It's the same radio you've never paid for. Live radio stations, playlists, podcasts, and artist stations all in one app. So if you haven't already, download the free iHeartRadio app. Free radio. Always has been, always will be. Now wherever you go.
iHeartRadio.
Teachers make a difference each and every day. Now's your chance to say thanks. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding public school teacher who goes above and beyond for students. They could be one of our $5,000 winners for classroom supplies and resources. Teachers give so much. Now it's our turn to give back. Nominate a teacher now at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy Don.
ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
At work? Just pretend you're on a Zoom call with us. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch. Still to come, legal stories and more with Ray Trendley from TK Law. Today at 6:20 on The Jim Colbert Show.
One of the most important things in relationships, and especially in intimate, long-term relationships, is eyes. Your eyes, you know, you already know everything just looking over. And so, yeah, empathy, let's go with that. But the eyes, I'm back to the eyes. And then you have to have great movement after that. It's already known, or otherwise that person is just a dumbass and it's resentment and then murder.
Okay, that escalated quickly.
That's why I call her the sniper.
Yeah, your 5 o'clock keyword is bank. That's BANK. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Bank is the word, guys. Remember, if you're in the game, phone on, phone up, keep it near you. Don't leave it anywhere. They call you to tell you how you've won, guys. So you got to pick up that phone if you're in the game.
Only have to wait an hour.
I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack. Yep. And so is Ross.
It's true.
And of course, our friend Colette Fair is here. What is the name of what is the name of your business again? I
Colette J. Fair Counseling Services, technically, but really just my name. I'm in Baldwin Park.
Yeah. Easy to find for sure. And anytime you want to call, if you have any issues with your relationship, she's awesome. She also does a lot with Tom and Dan and has a show right here on Real Radio called Love Thy Neighbor on Thursday nights. You don't do enough. That's your problem, is you need to kind of expand a little bit more.
I know, right? I really need to get with the program.
Yeah. By the way, if you do have a question about your relationship or a relationship, we've had one. We have one here about a wife. We have some on the texting service about wives, but we also have them about family members as well.
I have a question. I've heard this, and I really, really liked it, but I don't know if I can apply it because I'm not strong enough. But I heard this saying about a marriage and relationship is that if somebody does something more than 3 times that you don't like, start loving it.
Wow.
Oh, man, really?
And that, I don't know, just
Never heard that.
It made me think, and I think it helps in a lot of ways. I don't know if that would help or apply to a marriage.
I love the way you leave these kitchen cabinet doors open every time you get a glass out of there.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best.
Nothing's better than the drawer open when you take a knife out and then don't close it.
See, we got to be careful
or take
about
tools out of my toolbox and you don't put them back.
See, we're getting specific, and I like it.
Or you take a 9/16 deep well socket and use it to smoke pipe and get it all that sticky stuff in there.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to use it now?
That's just creativity. You just need to soak it in some alcohol.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that
when
once.
you take my socks off with your teeth.
Well, that I don't mind.
That one went, I'm sorry, did it loud? All right.
I mean, that doesn't sound so bad, actually.
So do something more than 3 times that you don't like. Learn to love it. What say you to that adage?
So I'm gonna interpret that a little bit, that we're talking about patterns, right? If people show you who they are, something is gonna bother you, and there is a certain degree of acceptance we have to come to. You're not gonna love everything. You can't get yourself so agitated over every little thing. That said, I'm hesitant to endorse that because I really believe that for psychological health, we've got to really honor ourselves, and you got to really decide, go inward, sit with yourself, notice your feelings, and ask yourself, how important is this really? Is this something I can let go of without resentment? Because if you're just stuffing it down or trying to sell yourself on an idea, that probably isn't going to work. But we do have to try to view our partners with a positive lens to some degree.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot of times I'm just like, it's not worth the fight.
Exactly.
It's not worth the hurt feelings. It's not worth the resentment. It's not worth saying something that you can never take back.
Well, and I'm right there with you, Deb, but I am a dumb farm animal some days, and I'm sleep deprived. And what happens with me is that a lot of times I go, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And then the thing is actually not worth it is the thing that breaks that straw. And now I'm confronting something that if it wasn't for those 6 other instances where I'm like, it's not worth it, I don't think I would confront that 7th thing.
Okay, I'm so glad you said that because I wrote a book called The Cost of Quiet. It is about that.
Whoa.
And this is the thing that you have to be really careful about. I think everyone feels this way. It's not worth it. I don't want to get in a fight. It's not that big of a deal. But it is true that those little things often do matter. And when we sweep them under the rug, if that's what we're doing, they become bigger. Problems move underground, and long term they compound because they turn into resentment and disconnection. So I think the catch is if we can identify what's really bothering us, and instead of criticizing the other person or having it come out sideways, saying something we regret, we can actually say, hey, this is how this made me feel. This is the impact on me. And we really own that the things that trigger or bother us our partner's supplying it with their behavior, but the way we react is really about us. It's our history. It's our personality. If you come from that place, a lot of things can be cleared up, and then resentment doesn't have a chance to accumulate.
Yeah, also, I think the assumed fear of the response of what you're going to say to that person will stop you from doing that. If you think this is going to cause a fight, you have this presumed fear that's going to happen. And I can liken it to this. It's like I worked at a print shop for another person years and years ago, and that person wouldn't tell me that they needed me to do this certain thing because they felt that I had the job. I should know how to do that or know to do that. And this person actually kind of blew up on me one time. Said, "God, man, what is it you?" I'm like, "Well, you never told me to do that. I didn't do this before. All you had to do is just ask me." And he wound up apologizing and saying, "Well, I like you when you do that." I said, "Well, I'm your employee, dog. You could just kind of ask me to do this. It's just communicate with me." And I find that, in other relationships I had, you can find that happen.
Oh, that happens all the time. I mean, the anticipation of a reaction. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't sometimes go badly. And there's truth that in some relationships, people have stuff. Some people, no matter how you say it, they're not going to react well. They're not going to hear it. I don't want to pretend that doesn't happen, but I will tell you day in and day out, and this is why I wrote the book, I was seeing that so often it hadn't been said, or it hadn't been said clearly, or vulnerably, or with respect. And so people weren't getting the message, and then we're all fearing. It's wired into our system because we're so relational that we don't want to do anything that could cause a rift. That's normal and human, but we also have to, with emotional maturity, try to rise above that and bring things forward in a really respectful way.
Agreed 100%. We got a call here from Paul. Let's find out what Paul has. Paul, how you doing, buddy? You're on with Colette Fair. What's your question?
Hi. Hey, Jim. Hi, Miss Colette. Thanks for talking to me. Hey, got a little issue with my wife. She and I are both registered nurses. We've been married 10, divorced 15, married again successfully for 10.
Nice.
And, but things are going bad. But unfortunately, she has a really just bad vibe with going to see a doctor, and she needs medical help. I cannot, for the life of me, convince her to go to the doctor. I made 3 appointments, one of which is next Friday. But she can't, she's very depressed. I mean, it's a communication part on my part, but I feel, I sincerely love my wife. I don't want her to die on me.
Yeah, Paul, I'm going to hang up. You can listen to the radio, buddy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this is really tough. It sounds like you're concerned for her. You can't make her do anything. Now, I will say that if there's an issue with her safety, or if she's depressed to the point where you think she might not be able to make good decisions for herself, or there's any kind of suicidal ideation, of course, always we've got to address that. You can call 988 if you need additional resources. I don't know the ins and outs of the situation, but from a communication standpoint, I would tell you the only thing you can really do is to let her know, I'm coming from a place of love.
Right, yeah.
I'm concerned for you. I'm not trying to control you. I'm trying to help you because I care about you so much, and I don't know what else to do. When in doubt, what we've got to come back to is what's going on inside of you, and letting that person know how much it hurts you to see her struggling and not be able to do anything. But you cannot force another adult to do anything they don't want to do.
It's interesting because there's a lot of people who are doctor avoidant, right? But they are both registered nurses. And that's what he said. So she works in that field and doesn't want to go. So it does make you wonder if depression is playing a role in that. And if you are depressed, you're generally not making the best decisions for yourself, or that's a potential concern.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that somebody in the medical field would not necessarily apply those same principles to themselves. I think we're very good at seeing what other people need and not always ourselves. And also, I'm just careful with the term depression because these terms, is it clinical depression? We don't know. Right. We don't know what that means. But I agree with you that if she is depressed, when you're depressed, you don't want to do the very things that would help you to feel less depressed.
Or anything for that matter, even the stuff you enjoy.
Colette, you need to get on social media more. There is a term for every different mental health issue out there. So, yeah, you just have to find the one that you associate with and claim it for your own.
We're talking about the big D word, and I'll word it better next time. Depression.
He won't.
No, I didn't mean to lean into it.
I thought you were saying divorce.
And that's not even a pun on my end. At the end there, I'm not leaning into anything. But the word depression, what are your biggest stereotypical signs to you that jump out and go, this party, this person in this relationship or out of any relationship is depressed? What are your big telltale signs of depression?
Yeah, I mean, a lack of motivation, what we call anhedonia, which is the inability to experience joy, not wanting to do even the things you enjoy. Now, the tricky part is depression can look really different in different people. Some people hide it really well. They don't realize that they're depressed. They don't want anybody else to know what they're struggling with internally. And interestingly, in men, depression can often show up as anger, irritability, risk-taking behavior.
Stop saying that.
Jimmy.
So it's really tricky to diagnose, right?
I'm
in
not
men.
angry.
Yeah.
Not where you see it anyway.
Don't protest too much.
What was that word you said? Onadine? I tried Googling it, but
onomatopoeia.
I tried spelling it, and Canadian popped up in my Google search. I'm not even close.
Anhedonia. It's hard to spell out of my head without paper, but
he's a left tackle for the Chargers from Hawaii.
And you're not necessarily having anhedonia if you're depressed. I mean, that's the thing. It's a constellation of symptoms. You have to meet a certain criteria. And also diagnosing someone with depression, you can have a depressive episode, you can have situational depression, and some people really do run more depressed. Right? They have in an internal state that can default to depression even without a situational variable. Other people, you lose your job, your partner leaves you, you may go through a bout of depression, but that's not your baseline.
Right, yeah. I did get a question on the texting service I wanted to ask real quick before we get out of here. Talking to Colette Fair, by the way, if you want to pick up her book, it's called The Cost of Quiet. You can find it everywhere, including on her website. We'll give it to you here in 1 second. It says, my wife has moved out March 1st. We've been living separately with minimal communication. I know we both care, but I guess it's a breathing period thing. The issue started because of mental thoughts and change. I am the problem, but I'm scared to say what I need for fear of opening old wounds and anger. I don't know what to do.
Wow. Yes. Okay. So first of all, you do have to say what you need, but I also understand why you're scared too. And it may be messy and bumpy. This is part of the process where people tend to avoid because they don't want to rock the boat or make it worse, but that's only going to make it worse.
I think, Colette, what it comes down to sometimes, and I agree with you 100%. I mean, when you get into those situations, and I got into this with my first marriage, I felt like attacking that one thing that meant so much to me was the hair that broke the camel's back. I felt in my mind like I've done everything, and if I bring this up, this is going to be the catalyst that pushes it over the edge. Therefore, I never approached that issue, and of course, it just kept growing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can't not address it. It will not go away.
Right.
It will get bigger. But I also want to say what really it comes down to is how you say things. So much of the time, it's not the issue. It's how we say it. And approaching the person you care about by saying that first, right? What we call a soft startup, or I like to call a delicate dive into the conversation. Always start with attachment. You mean a lot to me. I care about you so much. I really love you. That's why I'm bringing this up.
Right.
And I acknowledge that you're scared.
Right.
That kind of vulnerability, just acknowledging how hard it is to bring something up.
Diffuses it, right?
Yes. It helps the other person to hear that you're not coming with attack.
Right.
You're not trying to win. You're coming to collaborate. You're coming from a place of care. And it disarms.
Yeah,
Right.
like I can't imagine losing you, so I need to say this to you kind of thing.
Yes.
This is how much that means to me kind of thing?
Yes, and I'm terrified to bring it up. I don't want to fight with you, but at the same time, because I care so much, I want us to be connected. That's why I'm willing to take the risk to bring this up.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude, I'm ready to run through a love wall.
Do you
Come on in,
Dude, I'm
baby.
ready. I want to go make out with my wife right now.
You offer
My
coaching?
job is done. I do.
You offer coaching?
I do.
Now, when I mean, is that you? So coaching would just be therapy if both people were involved. But like, let's say this gentleman who just called a text up, he said, look, you know what? I want to learn how to approach this with my wife. So he could book an appointment with you and you could literally like kind of coach him on how to discuss that. He could give you a brief explanation of like how his wife is personality wise or whatever. And then you could work with him maybe with approaches on how to kind of get into that content.
Absolutely. And I
Well,
will
that's
say,
pretty cool. I've not heard that.
but also far more accessible and less expensive. My book is this. I give you exactly how to say it. I give you a blueprint to process what's happening and come forward with another person, whether it's a sibling, a parent, or a partner, in a way that really gives you the best chance to be heard.
You're like an actual real world Hitch, but 5 years into marriage. That's a different movie. Imagine if Hitch was all married people like 10 years in.
And
Why have I not thought of this before now?
Right. And you're not fat on a Segway, which is awesome. Colette, tell everybody how to get your book.
Yes, my book is available wherever books are sold, Amazon, of course, or thecostofquiet.com, or my website, ColetteJaneFair.com.
Okay, and do you have, is Colette Jane Fair, do you have any other, is there another way to get there, or is it just, because it's one L, it's COLETTEFEHR?
Yes, thank you. I'm always so bad at making myself, like promoting myself.
But you can also go to thecostofquiet.com,
That's probably
right?
easier. Yeah.
Just give that one, and on that page have click here to contact the author.
All right, yeah.
And then
I
you'll
do.
never have to give the other one again.
If you go to thecostofquiet.com, you will be able to reach out to me.
Yeah, that's awesome. That way,
One way.
That's the only one you should say for the rest of your life.
Thank you. Thank you for the free marketing advice.
And
I'm a changed woman.
I'll be posting the podcast from your 2 segments as well. So if anyone missed these last 2 segments, they'll be able to listen to your advice.
And you can also book a session right there as well if you have some time and think that maybe Colette could help you and your loved one out. Make sure to make your appointment. It's thecostofquiet.com. Colette, good seeing you guys. Good luck. Now get out of here. Right? All right, band. Hold on. Is that right? Let me go. Bank. That's it. BANK. That is your old man. Listen.
I love it when you use your glasses to look through.
As a monocle.
I know.
Bank is your 5 o'clock keyword. BANK. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in the segment trivia. Load them up. It's time.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
What C-Lane said, aneurysm. I've seen a couple of videos.
Of people having aneurysms?
Yeah. There was one where, I'll try to see if I can find this. He was just like walking into the lobby of a building.
Click favorites.
The news junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
Baseball GM's working the phones with a deadline coming up in just a few hours. Power hitter Joe Adell traded by the Angels to the Guardians. The Phillies get Luis Arraez from the Giants. San Francisco also sends pitcher Robbie Ray to the Padres. The Red Sox get 3-time All-Star catcher Adley Rutschman from the Orioles. USC and Notre Dame will resume their football rivalry. A 4-year home-and-home set starting in L.A. in 2030. I'm Frank Aaron.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. 0% financing for 72 months. Lifetime warranty. And all you need is $4 down. Now extended final days at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. It's my 250 sales event. I've dropped prices on 250 vehicles. Thousands and thousands off. Acres of new Mitsubishis. Outlanders with third row seating and all the tech. Plus acres of used cars. All you need, $4 down. $4. Now extended final days. Vehicles under 20 grand. Payments under $250 a month. I'm paying $3,000, $4,000, even $6,000 more for your trade. Bad credit, we don't just get you approved. We work with banks and credit unions to get you the lowest rate. Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. 0% financing for 72 months. With lifetime warranty. Thousands off. And every vehicle's just $4 down. Now extended final days at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just 2 miles off I-4. RCHill.com. That's RCHill.com.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we placed the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
C-Lane here, and guys, let's have a chat for a second. If you are starting to see the symptoms of erectile dysfunction or PE show up in the bedroom, you know that's not something that fixes itself. It might be time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. A lot of guys are calling. They're very helpful, and they want you to avoid surgery. They told me that's one of their big goals. They have painless procedures, and surgery is painful, it's invasive, and it's expensive. And they don't want you to have to go through that. They want you to go through their painless procedure, and 98% of men see results right there in the office, right there, same day. So if you're still relying on pills, if you're having to up your dose, it's time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. They're getting guys back to where they should be and feel like themselves again. They're offering a free consultation, but you've got to call now. 407-723-7533. It's 407-723-7533. Don't overthink it. Just call the incredibly helpful, the incredibly knowledgeable folks at Premier Men's Medical Center and find them online at premiermensmedical.com.
Our Real Radio annual charity poker tournament presented by Just Call Mo may be sold out, but you can still join us Saturday, August 15th at the Orlando Science Center. Casino passes are still available to hang with your favorite celebrities in our That Mortgage Guy Don Casino and enjoy food from Hard Rock Cafe. Play the raffle, bid on silent auction items, and witness who will reach the Solar Source final table. Plus, all attendees will receive a complimentary Stella Artois courtesy of Mills Air and City Beverage. All proceeds benefit the mustard seed of Central Florida. Go to realradio.fm/poker for more info.
Insurance companies don't want you to hire an attorney so they can pay you pennies on the dollar for your injuries. But I don't cost you a dime unless I get you money. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get pushed around by the insurance companies. Just call Mo.
Proof that we have a face for radio. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Hey, how's it, Ohana? Oh, happy Monday. Bro, Jimmy, you just made me spit drink. I mean, fatting on a Segway. Bruh, bringing it real. Keeping it real.
What did I say?
Aloha.
Fat on a Segway.
Oh, fat on a Segway. There you go. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Your 5 o'clock keyword is bank. Got a few minutes left. BANK. You know what to do. RealRadio.fm. Send it away for your chance at $1,000. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack. Yep. Ross is here as well.
It's true.
Jackass and Jackie Sack. What's in there?
All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo choo.
Oh, right. He said chugga chugga. Clickety clack, clickety clack.
I don't even know if I can continue with this.
We don't have to, Jack.
What are you, an actor all of a sudden?
The prizes are a choice for our winner today. It might be a pair of tickets to see Mr. Cheka Cheka at the Orlando City match versus Chicago Fire at Inter & Co Stadium August 19th.
That is true.
Yeah, a couple Wednesday games happening this month.
That is true. The Leagues Cup, in fact, Orlando City game this Wednesday, this Saturday, and then next Wednesday.
How about that? So we're going to send you to Orlando City versus Chicago Fire, or you might choose 4 tickets to Monster Jam at Kia Center this Saturday, August 8th. The energy, the action, the next level thrills will keep you on the edge of your seat. Only at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. It's presented by Spin Master, and it's at the Kia Center this Saturday and Sunday. And you can get you can't get this anywhere, but you can get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
So back. Back to you. Clickety-clack.
There you go, Deb. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's go 2.
2 sounds good. Let's go to Josh. Josh, how are you?
I'm doing great, man.
Glad to hear that, buddy. Want to play a little game with us?
Let's do it.
Let's do it indeed.
Is he the puzzle master? Or is he the guy who's currently writing today's game? Can he be both? Let's find out. It's time for JCS Trivia.
All right, Josh, this is a real easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is not true.
What?
But if you can find it, I will send you over to Jack, and you guys can work out something nice with each other. Are you ready?
I am ready, man. Let's go.
Here we go, buddy. It is National Watermelon Day today. Oh, that's right. National Watermelon. Here are 3 fun facts about watermelons and 1 seed-spitting line. All right, we're talking about watermelons. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, technically, watermelons are berries. Number 2, watermelons have been harvested for over 5,000 years. There are hieroglyphics depicting watermelons in the ruins of Egypt. Number 3, every single part of the watermelon is edible. Or lastly, there are over 900 species of watermelon. Which of those is a lie?
Number 3.
No, that's absolutely true. Every single part of the watermelon is edible. Matter of fact, in Asian cultures, what they do is they take that, they slice it up real thin, and they pickle it,
yeah.
and they put it on everything. They do that a lot with all kinds of stuff there. But yeah,
a hot take about watermelons. I love, of course, the red part of a watermelon,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I also like it that like green,
that white before you get to
that
the green
white right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's kind of like a cucumber.
But dude, I got to tell you something. It's part of that family, by the way. What's kind of wild though is as kids, I don't know if you experienced this. When we grew up, if your parents told you do not eat the green part of the watermelon or the white part, you'll get sick to your stomach.
Yes, exactly.
And it's not true at all. Biggest myth ever.
It's
You
just
can
like
eat
killing
every bit of it.
dandelions.
All right, 1, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's go 5.
5 sounds good. That is Adam. Adam, how are you?
Not too shabby for a Monday, Jim.
I love hearing that, buddy. I feel the same way. We're talking about watermelons here. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, technically, watermelons are berries. Number 2, watermelons have been harvested for over 5,000 years. There are hieroglyphics depicting watermelons. Or lastly, there are over 900 species of watermelon.
Oh, man. I just can't see hieroglyphics. I'm going to go with number 2.
100% true. Unfortunately, watermelons have been harvested for over 5,000 years, and there were hieroglyphics depicting watermelons that
In
go
the
back that far.
pyramids?
Yeah, I got another one for you.
That's
It's going to blow you away in a
crazy.
second. All right, 1, 3, or 4, Deb?
Let's go 4.
4 sounds good. That is Mike. Mike, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, buddy. You got a 50-50 shot here. We're talking about watermelons. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, technically, watermelons are berries. Or lastly, there are over 900 species of watermelon.
I'm going to go with the berry thing because that's kind of hard for a berry, the outside of it.
Unfortunately, that's 100% true. Watermelons are technically berries. Deb, it is time for Sophie's Choice. Which one do you like? 1 or 3?
Let's go 3.
3 is Carol. Carol, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good to hear that, Carol. Tell me if this is true or not. There are over 900 species of watermelon.
That is false.
That is false.
Yay!
Good job.
I think she still had to Google it.
Carol, for
There's that pause there.
Carol, for extra points, how many species of watermelon are there?
I'll say it's like 1,000,
Yeah,
1,200.
It's
something.
1,200 exactly. Good job.
Carol.
I'm going to put you on hold, Carol. Carol, you are a winner. There you go. Yeah, over 1,200 species of watermelon. A couple other things you may not know about watermelon.
Def Googled it.
Before we get to the top of the hour, sports with our buddy Brandon Kravitz here in just a few minutes. There were watermelon seeds in King Tut's tomb for nourishment after the afterlife. Or during the afterlife. Yeah. Early explorers used watermelons as what?
Markers.
Bowling balls.
Bowls.
Canteens, because the thick rind kept the water fresh and cool. China grows what percentage of the world's watermelons?
45%.
70.
Oh, he's going to go 74.
60 is the answer.
Yeah.
60%. They are the watermelon king. Yeah, right. Some varieties of watermelon have different flesh colors. It's not always that pinkish red color. What are some other
Really?
colors you think?
Red?
Yeah, deep red is actually
Deep
one
red,
of them.
right?
Yeah, almost like a ruby red.
Like a white?
White is exactly one
Yeah.
as well. Completely white. One more, Deb.
Yellow?
Bright yellow's the answer.
Yeah.
Let's go. You guys crushed that,
No
dude.
Google here, man.
Watermelon in Oklahoma is their state.
Fruit.
No, it's vegetable because believe it or not, watermelon is one of those things that it can be a fruit and a vegetable.
It's a trap.
Don't tell DeSantis.
And what aren't you supposed to do to your fridge? I just gave it away. You're not supposed
Put
to
it in the fridge.
Nailed it, Jack.
Yeah. Everybody believes that you put your watermelon in your refrigerator and then, to get it nice and cold. Everybody loves cold watermelon. We just got one last weekend and it was so freaking delicious. Like we found ourselves just cutting chunks of watermelon and eating it. There's so much water in it. It's so delicious. It's perfectly sweet. It has more lycopene in it than tomatoes. But you're not supposed to put it in the fridge until you're about to eat it. Just leave it out. And when you want to eat it, put it in the fridge the night before and then cut it. If not, it turns the flesh mealy.
It is a great food after you exercise, too.
Yeah. You're right, it is.
I don't know how it is for your body. I just know,
it's good for muscles.
It just feels like you're getting water and
nutrition.
I've been eating cherries lately, a few cherries every day, and I'm telling you, when you eat a cherry, that juice, you can just feel that healing stuff. Like it's a different kind of juice altogether.
The juice out of the cherries at my house are usually bourbon.
There you go.
There's one thing that I really, really, really want to try, and you're talking about Japan and their watermelons. They're sci-fi with their watermelons. Check out Cube.
They
watermelons. They'll grow them in a box, so they basically torture the watermelon.
And dude, they're like $150 a piece or something.
Yeah, and then you just cut it like a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. And there is a really rare breed. I want to say it's called like the Haywood watermelon, but they're mega, mega sweet, and they're grown up in like Connecticut or something. The family couldn't grow them fast enough for a commercial, so the farm kind of went out of business. But now the great grandson's bringing it back, and they're supposed to be like the luxury watermelons here in the U.S. There you go. All right, 407-916-1041. Got another keyword for you right now in sports on the other side with our buddy Brandon Kravitz.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic stop and go due to an accident southbound on the Greenway before Aloma. The right lane's blocked. There's a crash on Consulate Drive west of OBT out in Polk County on I-4. Both directions are slowing down due to a serious accident near State Road 33. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at Life Imaging. August is National Wellness Month. Let me drop this little nugget on you. Ready? Feeling healthy doesn't always mean you are healthy. Early detection can truly save lives. There is no greater statement than that right there. When you consider 30% of the people in the United States will die of heart disease, and in some of those cases, you will get 0 symptoms, no warning, no nothing. That is horrifying. Do not wait until you don't feel well to take control of your health. At Life Imaging, that's called being reactive, not proactive. You got to be proactive because heart disease and many cancers will often develop silently with no symptoms. So make this the month you stop wondering and start knowing. And guys, let me tell you, they make it so easy to make your appointment. It really is. And remember, there are no dyes or injections, none of that stuff. This is a free heart scan, just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's it, pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. They will connect you in seconds. Make that appointment. You will feel good immediately when you make this appointment. Guys, don't forget, when you're there, please ask about their cancer screening because early detection saves lives. It's Life Imaging.
Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. When you get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free and avoid the hassle of costly repairs. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you than control. One of our clients, Chris, said, Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allowed us to sell our 16-year-old home without having to spend thousands on repairs. Their guaranteed offer was more than we were hoping for, and the whole process was fast. Don't worry about the inconveniences of selling your home. The guaranteed offer makes selling your home easy. I've been serving homeowners for nearly 30 years and have helped over 58,000 satisfied clients sell their home. I know what matters most: a quick sale and maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Russ Rollins here. When friends ask me who I trust for my home remodeling projects, I give them the same answer all the time. Mike the Home Builder, HBNUSA.com. Mike's a fourth-generation contractor with more than 36 years of experience. I trust HBN USA because Mike's honest, explains everything clearly, and gives straightforward pricing with no surprises. That's why HBNUSA.com is the only company I recommend for bathroom remodeling, roofing, gutters, and windows and door replacement. If your bathroom's outdated or showing signs of wear, Mike and his team can transform it into a beautiful, low-maintenance bath or shower using quality products from trusted brands like Moen. For a limited time, qualified buyers can enjoy no payments until 2028. And check this out. You call my buddy Mike the Home Builder now, and he'll give you an additional $500 off your bath project. Call 407-754-1814. That's 407-754-1814. Or visit HBNUSA.com. License number CBC 1255975 and CCC 1329039.
Hey Orlando, why settle for one dealership when you can shop three? Greenway Kia's 3 Central Florida locations give you access to 3 times the inventory. Shop over 1,200 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. Plus, when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle to help maximize its value. And this week only, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
102 miles ago, the oil light came on. 100 miles ago, you noticed. Now, it's time to head to Take 5. This oil change, fall in love with your car all over again. In just 10 minutes, your dream technician will check your tire pressure, top off fluids, change your oil, and verify with Carfax exactly what your car really needs. All while keeping you in the driver's seat. Take 5, the stay in your car 10-minute oil change. Save up to 30% on your next oil change at Take 5. $15 value. Valid at participating locations. Terms and conditions apply.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
August is Sandwich Month, and EasyCater is rolling out a new surprise deal every week from August 3rd through 30th. That means every order of delicious sandwiches for your team comes with a side of something special just for you. From cheesesteaks and cubanos to pita pockets and pastrami, EasyCater makes it easy to bring everyone's favorite sandwiches to work and rack up big rewards while you're at it. New week, new deal, all August long. Visit EasyCater.com to place your next order and take a bite out of Sandwich Month. Restrictions apply. See offer details at EasyCater.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit theNickLeeGroup.com.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. FUN. F-U-N. That's fun. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
During times of slavery, watermelons were grown next to cotton, so when the slaves were picking cotton, they were able to stay hydrated and is full of fiber as well.
Regarding watermelons, seriously, you gotta look this up. Did you know that watermelons will scream when they're overripe? Trust me, it's the weirdest thing you ever heard in your life. They actually scream.
Well, that's creepy.
Your 6 o'clock keyword is fun, F-U-N. Go to Real Radio 104.1 and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Fun, guys. That is your 6 o'clock keyword. Good luck. We hope you win some money for sure.
That was the best talkback ever. You know why?
Why?
Give me enough time to get our next guest set up.
Yeah, very nice. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack and Ross.
It's true.
Every single Monday around this time, we do sports.
It's time to get your game on as the Jim Colbert Show unleashes the guy with the hottest takes, sharpest insight, and zero chill when it comes to sports. Here's Brendan Kravitz.
Good laugh for Brendan Kravitz. I can feel the excitement. I don't know what that is. Are you at the beach?
I got that.
Yeah. I can literally feel the excitement through the Zoom call that you are about to enter the good part of your year, my friend.
Look at this. Look at this. Not only do I have the Dolphins pennant behind me, they're going to suck this year. Don't focus on that. Got my fantasy magazine.
Yeah.
I've been thumbing through this. I'm just every day, as I mentioned a couple weeks ago, 32 teams in 32 days. Tackling a team a day throughout the next month. I'm properly jacked up. I was curious also when that Autobahn Park was going to go away in my ears. That was very calming noise.
Yeah. Of course, Brandon does sports over 96.9 The Game along with Mike Bianchi. What is the big talking thing today, buddy? What were you guys? What was going on?
The biggest storyline in sports today is that it's the Major League Baseball trade deadline that just ended 6 minutes ago. But the biggest news we got early this morning. I woke up in the middle of the night because I'm 40, and I think once you get to 40, it's like multiple times a night you wake up to pee.
Yeah.
It's at least twice, right? So I get up, check the phone, which you're not supposed to do, but I did it anyway. And 4 o'clock in the morning, I see Tarik Skubal, one of the best pitchers in baseball. He's won 2 Cy Youngs over the last 2 years in the American League, traded from the Tigers to the LA Dodgers of all teams.
Man.
And the rich get richer.
That's so crazy, dude.
If you look at the best 5 pitchers in terms of ERA, if that's the metric that you want to use, which is a pretty good one for pitchers, the best 5 since 2022, 4 of them are on the LA Dodgers now, with Tarik Skubal going over there. It feels like a foregone conclusion that this team is going to win the World Series. If Hard Rock Bet is still laying the plus 145 on them to win it all, just go ahead and scoop that up right now. It's the best advice that I can give you. If we're all going to live in misery as baseball fans that nobody else has a shot, we might as well make some money off of it.
Yeah. Incredible, though. I mean, I was just talking to Deb the other day. I mean, the Brewers have this kid called The Miz that throws it like 150,000 miles an hour into the 9th inning, and they're one of the hotter teams in baseball. And any showing of any other team kind of vying for any position at all coming up?
Yeah, it wasn't just the Dodgers, but the Dodgers got the big names. Skubal was the guy that was talked about a lot over the last couple of weeks, and the Brewers were mentioned as a team that could be potentially in on the Skubal sweepstakes. That would have been nasty because they have Jacob Mizorowski as their ace and then would pitch Skubal. Those guys going 1-2 in a playoff series, good luck trying to catch up. That did not happen. Teams like the Brewers and the Rays, they're smaller markets that have a really hard time giving away their prospects. That's how you make trades in Major League Baseball. You don't trade draft picks, you trade prospects. Those teams are built organically, and it's really hard for them to win in free agency against the behemoths of the Dodgers and the Yankees, and the Mets stink, but they spend a lot of money every year. The Red Sox are among them as well. But anyway, back to your question.
But you know, the thing, but just like with LA, when it comes to football or basketball, Brandon, you know that there's another factor that goes in there. You're in LA, man. I mean, you're in the you have more opportunities to get more money outside of your sport, and being in LA and New York and all these big markets. I mean, and it is kind of. I mean, we saw this with basketball with Giannis. I mean, who wants to live in Milwaukee? I mean, I don't mean to be a douche about it or whatever. I mean, this kid is going to play probably 3 or 4 seasons in Milwaukee. Then he's going to take his 105-mile-an-hour fastball somewhere where people can see him.
But to also just counter that point, Milwaukee won. They won.
Yeah, I mean,
they pulled a ring. He might be gone, but for me, all I hear is like, oh yeah, this is why they have a salary cap in other sports.
But it's also one of the reasons LeBron left originally too, right? Because I mean, you want to be in a market where you can be seen. There's some swagger in those markets. Miami has swagger. LA has swagger. New York has swagger. You could say Atlanta has swagger. Milwaukee does not have swagger. They have beer.
Well, I mean, LeBron going to Miami, I think, is just for even a winning culture. Pat Riley and those teammates.
Well, Shaquille did it to us. This is a fine city. No reason not to bring your kids up here, live here. And he hauled ass to LA fast as he could go.
Imagine if this city was like, you're not worth that $100 million plus contract.
Yeah. But to be clear, though, we're having 2 separate conversations, and the one about living in L.A. and attracting stars because they're willing to pay a lot and they're in a big market, all of that is valid in free agency. Tarek Skubal didn't choose to go to the Dodgers. They traded for him.
Yeah.
How are they able to trade for him? In baseball, being good is about 2 things, having a good farm system and having a lot of money. And the Dodgers are really good at both. And money is just your market and your TV deal and all of and your prestige as a brand. So that's why the Yankees and the Dodgers check a lot of those boxes and can spend more than everybody else.
Right.
There's not equity in Major League Baseball like there is in the NFL, but the Dodgers are also insanely smart. They have a really good farm system, so they are able to trade top-level prospects, and not only are they able to beat teams with money in free agency, they beat teams at the deadline by trading guys that aren't going to see the light of day in 5 years because they want to win right now.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
That's how they got Skubal. It sucks because it's just like this. It's like the best example I can give is it is the smart kid with it's this popular kid with the silver spoon in his mouth that's also really charming and smart.
Yeah, right, exactly. You want to hate him so much, but you just can't. Yeah,
it's like, could you be bad at something, please?
How much is that Magic Johnson?
I think he's got a little bit to do with it, but he's a minority owner for the Dodgers, so it's a small
saying that 'cause
percentage,
he's
but
black?
it's a percentage.
Oh my God, dude, stop it! Will you please stop?
He called him a minority.
My God Almighty, he said he's a minority owner.
Oh,
it doesn't have anything to do with the skin.
You know
it's
somebody in
his
the
percentage
audience
of
that was
ownership.
listening.
You,
I
maniac.
can't believe he said that.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty exciting news. You want to have a 20-minute conversation about the Rocket Classic real quick? Nobody does. Anyway. So football starts like in a couple days.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame game is on Thursday, so if you want to watch dudes knock their heads off, and you might not recognize anybody, but Thursday night is when it begins. The Cardinals and the Panthers will get us going in the first preseason game. It's like the preseason game, so nobody plays, but it's still football, and you'll watch a couple of brands that you're familiar with, and then right after that is when the real fake stuff starts with the actual preseason in the following week. So we're here. I mean, the beauty of it in terms of my world as somebody who is obsessed with football and from an analysis and a fan perspective is that we're getting news, highlights, and all of that out of training camp every single day.
That's
and
awesome.
So this is where the conversation really starts the previews start, all of that. It's not like when you're talking about this stuff in June and you're force feeding it to your audience. This is when this stuff matters. Like the 49ers right now are dealing with very real injuries already in training camp. This is very real news that's coming out. The contract stuff with Baker Mayfield, the Bucs did not extend him. He was not happy with the offer. He said to the media that he feels genuinely disrespected, and their best defensive player, Vita Vea, also requested a trade. So we got a lot of stuff that's been coming out. Liam Cohen, the head coach of the Jaguars, said to the media recently that he loves the fact that he gets to sell to his team that nobody talks about them, and he basically uses that as fuel to get these guys motivated. So there's stuff everywhere we look.
Who's going to be the best team in Florida this year?
I think it's going to be Jacksonville pretty easily. I'm really excited about them. I think Liam Cohen's offense has just gelled perfectly in delivering a little bit more of what was promised with Trevor Lawrence. They're going to miss Travis Etienne. I mean, those two have played together since college, and he's now on the Saints. But they're going to go with a running back by committee approach. They've got really good wide receivers, and they get to add Travis Hunter back into the fold on both sides of the ball. However much they use him on both sides is still very much in question, but that's a guy they traded up to number 2 overall in last year's draft, and it took a while for him to get his footing. He's trying to play on both sides, which is just
so stupid.
Never happens in the NFL, and then he got hurt in practice midway through the season, just as it seemed like he was starting to break out. So we'll get an idea. I think that his additive, whatever side he's on, he's just such an elite talent. He's going to help the team a lot. Defensively, they can rush the passer. There's just a lot to like with Jacksonville. The Bucs I have major questions about, and the Dolphins are possibly the worst team in the NFL.
The Raiders have moved up.
You can hear him.
By the way, Jack, the more research I do as every day passes, I like the Raiders a lot. I actually think they're sneaky for the wild card this year. I think they could legitimately make the playoffs, and I believe them, by the way. They came out and said Kirk Cousins is the starter. They plan on keeping Mendoza, the number 1 overall pick, on the bench, and I think they're going to hold true to that. Cousins still has a little game left in him.
There ain't no way they're holding true to that. You are delusional.
This is a unique opinion of mine. I realize I'm in the minority.
You are delusional. Everybody
saying minority again.
Everybody believes the same thing about Kirk Cousins. He's going to have 2 good games, and then you're going to wonder how he made it into the league the remainder of the season. It's exactly the same every single time since he's with Atlanta. That's it.
He's legend now. You need to watch the quarterback series from 2 years ago to appreciate it.
I didn't say he wasn't a good guy. We got to get out of here. We're running late. Hurry.
It was just one of my favorite things about the Raiders right now is that they got what's his name? We were just talking about
Mendoza.
And
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins.
2 of the cleanest cut quarterbacks.
The only person
for the Raider image.
Yeah, the only person who's more Kirk Cousins than Kirk Cousins is Fernando Mendoza. They've got both of them, dude.
Yeah. Always good seeing you, buddy. Good and louder, Brandon.
Yay!
All right, buddy. Have a good one. We'll see you this week sometime, I'm sure.
Thank you, guys.
You got it always. 407-916-1041. Your 5 o'clock keyword, 6 o'clock keyword is fun. F-U-N. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Ray Trimley next.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Traffic's at a standstill on I-4 westbound near State Road 33. All lanes are blocked out there in Polk County due to a serious accident. It's stop and go as usual on I-4 westbound from Celebration through that Champions Gate area. On the Greenway southbound near Aloma, that accident's been moved off to the shoulder. Traffic's starting to get by in both lanes. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com.
Oh, that grinding and squealing. What are you going to do about that?
Time for new brakes. The chain store never has what I need.
No worries. Go to RockAuto.com for name brands at lower prices.
All the parts your car will ever need.
Man, let me tell you something. You live here in Central Florida. You better have an AC company you can trust, that you can lean on and call whenever you need. And, of course, I will tell you straight up, that is Mills Air. I had these guys in my house last week installing a new vent for my AC. Killed it. Walked in working. Just unbelievable. Clean, professional. That's what these guys are all about. They've been doing this since 1992. You can do the math. That is 30-plus years of experience right here in Central Florida, keeping you and your family super comfortable. They do this all the time. And their techs, they can service any brand out there. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. Mills Air can repair it. And these guys are also Carrier factory authorized dealers. That's important. It can get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today. It's 407-277-1159. Online, it's easy. MillsAir.com.
My obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy kept me from baseball games with my boys. The stairs were too much. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active again. Camzyos is a cardiac myosin inhibitor, the first in its class to treat adults with symptomatic OHCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and ability to be active, and it reduced obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
In a 30-week study, Camzyos, mavacamten, reduced post-exercise obstruction on average 47 units of pressure versus 10 with placebo. Results may vary. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby.
Visit Camzyos.com or call 1-855-CAMZYOS. Actor portrayal.
Are you thinking about home buying, refinancing, or just wondering if your mortgage quote is any good? It's so easy to get a free quote or compare the one that you have already at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Whether you are doing a traditional or reverse mortgage, a HELOC, or a business loan, That Mortgage Guy Don is your local expert. And he's also a lot of fun to hang out with.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Everyone's talking about fighting inflammation these days, but did you know allergies are one of the most common and overlooked causes? Aspire Allergy and Sinus helps tackle allergies at the root, reducing inflammation in your body so you can finally feel better. They offer proven treatments, even needle-free options to make it easy. Book your appointment today at AspireAllergy.com. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Imagine this, you and your love hand in hand watching the sunset from a tropical balcony or dancing under the stars on a luxury cruise. That's the magic waiting for you this summer at International Diamond Center. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free romantic getaway on us. Buy that perfect engagement ring or anniversary gift and let IDC buy the honeymoon or escape you'll never forget. Here's how it works. Spend $3,500 and get a 3-day, 2-night romantic hotel getaway plus a $100 Visa card and choose from over 15 dreamy sites. Spend $5,000 on her jewelry and sail away on a 3 or 4 night luxury cruise for 2, or choose a 7-night condo resort stay. Go all in at $10,000 and enjoy a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort in one of 4 breathtaking countries. At IDC, you buy the jewelry, we give you the getaway. Hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Get all the details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. For the first time ever, Monster Jam trucks team up with freestyle motocross bikes to deliver gravity-defying skills and thrills. See one-of-a-kind FMX bikes designed to match your favorite iconic Monster Jam trucks. Cheer on your favorite team. 2 times the freestyle action. Full send family fun. Coming to Kia Center this Saturday and Sunday. Brought to you by BKT Tires, Morgan & Morgan, and your local Ford dealers. Visit monsterjam.com.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
There once was a magic. Sorry. At Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, we don't do fairy tales. We do real, like real adventures to Mars or real journeys into the future to see how imagination can really take us to strange new worlds, and real trips into the past where we meet heroes and legends way ahead of their time. Real rockets, real astronauts, real adventure, all at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Discover something real.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch.
Yeah. We like it when you watch.
At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Fun is your 6 o'clock keyword. That's F-U-N. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. And, of course, every single Monday, we invite this fine gentleman to drop by. He runs TK Law. That's onefirmforlife.com. Office is right there in Longwood and in DeLand. You guys give it up good and loud for Mr. Ray Trinley.
Happy Monday.
I love this combination of suit you have today. The black and the pink is very classic.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't wear this suit as often as I should. I don't know. I don't think it's a charcoal black suit.
It looks good.
And I feel like I'm either like a navy or a black guy. And then I've got a couple of suits in between that I wear in the office.
I got to tell you, I will respectfully disagree with you. I think that color looks very good on you, especially paired up with that pink, and I think you could do blue under that as well and be fine.
Thank you.
Multiple shades of that. Charcoal's a great color, buddy.
I love you in navy, but I would agree. I think you're a black guy.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Black suit guy, though.
Yeah, black suit guy. Sorry.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I have some things that are a little fancier, a little flashier, which I might use in court occasionally. But for the most part, I'm pretty standard for most stuff.
For sure. All right, well, you sent me a couple things to talk about today. One of them was this woman who has complaints about construction and how it's affecting her home. And it's funny because we talk about this a lot, especially with the Space Coast and the cruise terminals kind of building up and everything like that. People already complaining that the launches are creating issues with their properties. And we haven't even begun the building over there. It's going to be happening over the next 15 to 20 years. And, of course, we heard it with the I-4 Ultimate. People getting pylons driven in, not even probably 30 or 40 feet from their home. It's driving them crazy, causing damage. And there's another case like this.
Yeah, and this one has a little bit of an interesting twist. So this is the Turnpike expansion project down in Osceola County near Kissimmee. And this woman took a very interesting approach. She's suing the roadway contractor, so basically the subcontractor on the project, who was hired by the state by Florida Department of Transportation to expand this road. And what she's suing them for is a combination of trespass, right? Because what she's saying is that there's dust and debris and dirt that is leaving the construction site, and they're not taking the appropriate measures and care to stop that from happening, and so her house is being covered in dust and dirt.
Is this the case you were talking about last week?
Yeah,
that we did in news.
That we did in news.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's she was telling me about this and said that the dirt and the dust was so bad that even inside their
her
house
house.
they could like literally write their names on their walls.
But
ruining your air conditioning too, by the way.
But it's such a good argument, right? Because when we're talking about nuisance issues, right? For example, the noise and the stuff we talked about, the state always has the defense that it's a public necessity. We need to do this. The trespass argument, though, doesn't have that same defense. It's a higher standard for them to be able to prove that what they're doing is reasonable. And I think that, from her point of view, I think it's a really strong argument that, you can, take some time to water down and wet down all the dust and debris around the construction site.
Which they're supposed to do pretty frequently.
They're supposed to do, right? And so, again, why that becomes a really creative and strong argument is, generally speaking, these contractors are protected by sovereign immunity, right? So the state can only be sued up to a certain cap. But if these contractors aren't following the contract that the state sets out, there's a really good argument that they've exceeded what they've been instructed to do by the state, and sovereign immunity may not apply.
So they kind of go rogue a little bit.
So they're going rogue. I mean, that's the argument. They've gone rogue. The state of Florida is doing everything they're supposed to do. They put all the right stuff in the contract. They've given them all the instructions, and this company's gone rogue. And so I think it's a really creative argument to this problem that we keep seeing across the state of Florida.
Now, although you may not be able to sue the state of Florida, is it the fact that you can't sue the construction company because they've been contracted by the state and they fall under that same blanket of protection that the state would?
Correct. Yeah. So that's exactly the concept. So, essentially the contract would say is they're working as an agent for the state.
Right. Yeah.
So therefore the sovereign immunity would apply to them. So, but I think it's a really creative argument to kind of expand one of these issues that we keep seeing in Central Florida.
Wouldn't you just destroy that argument immediately by saying, hey, don't you guys have a truck that's job specifically is to spray water on dusty areas to keep it from doing this exact same thing? And if they say yes, we're like, well, I mean, you have a piece of equipment designed to stop this. What's going on?
Well, and it's not even just that. I mean, they have the those little street sweeper things with like
the brushes,
the brushes, and so
I like those.
There's a lot of things that they can do to. Have you ever driven behind one of those?
Oh, yeah. No, thank you.
It's the worst.
It's the worst ever.
They go 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, and they're slinging rocks and dirt all up
everywhere.
All up in your grill.
I don't know. It's kind of like it's like our version of a Roomba.
Yeah.
But
That's
for
the closest,
streets.
That's the closest thing that Dr. Seuss machine that cleaned the house up after one thing tortured
I like them. They're cool. They're Zambonis, but for the real world.
No, I don't know. I've been behind them a couple times, and every time I'm behind them, it's a pain.
That's like getting behind a sand truck. That's always a hoot as well.
Just throwing rocks.
Just slinging rocks and sand all over your joint.
But so anyway, I think it's an interesting argument.
So let me ask a question,
Yeah,
okay?
please.
So you have one woman voice that we are making this complaint, right? But she is kind of speaking for a community.
Sure.
Like, so when it comes to cases like this, you hear the words class action all the time. Usually it's from a company that's issued a piece of equipment that is hurting people or whatever the case may be. Much like the Aaron Brockovich, one company did something that hurt a bunch of people. She gathered those people together to agree to a class action lawsuit that says basically, hey, look, it's just not me. This entire community has signed on and we agree this is really causing us a pain in the complete ass. Does that have more power than one person complaining, or does it matter at all?
No, it absolutely does. So a couple of things. Generally speaking, for class actions, you need to have numerosity, which just means a lot of plaintiffs that are suffering the same harm.
But does it have to be a percentage of the total for that? In other words, is there a threshold? Let's say the neighborhood is 100 homes. Do I need 60 of those homes or 20 of those homes?
No, you just need enough. That's the problem. So there's no bright line test of what numerosity means.
Right, yeah.
It could mean 5 homes.
Right.
It just means that there has to be a significant portion of people that are affected by the same issue, who have the same damages, and essentially what it is, it's a consolidation for the court, where we're not going to have 10 trials on the exact same issue. If each of those trials is a week long, now we've got 100 weeks of trial.
We'll just get one number divided evenly by the rest of it, or whoever got hurt the worst.
One trial, and then we'll split up the damages.
Right. Yeah.
So conceptually, that's what we're looking for class action. So it does increase the exposure for both sides, right? On one side, on the plaintiff side, you got more people. You've got to advocate and represent. You got to make sure that they all have similar claims. Otherwise, the class could be broken. But on the defendant side, you could conceptually walk away with a compound judgment that is really going to hit your pocketbook.
Right. Is it worse to try to sue the government? In other words, I mean, you said sovereign immunity, so that you can't sue them for anything because, I mean, this is a community necessity, road expansion, bridge, whatever the case may be. And I think most people could agree with that.
Sure.
And they would probably go through most of these processes to make sure that's the case. But do you think it's going to be a bigger hurdle since these guys are kind of working under the umbrella of Florida? I mean, really, they're just a hired contractor. They're really not part of the state's, employment program. They just got hired to do a job.
Well, so I think some of the facts are always going to depend on what's going to ultimately happen here because, on one hand, if they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing and there's still dust, maybe there's nothing they could do about it. But I do think, again, what makes this case unique and interesting is, and she's asked for a lot of things in her lawsuit. I don't think she's going to get all of those things.
Including them finding her a place to live.
But I do think, she's going to get some damages, which will probably help with, whether it's temporary or permanent relocation.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, though, because, I mean, I don't know how long this project's going on, but if they have an idea of how long it's going to take to get past her house, they could kind of figure that out. And if she's just one, I don't know how
I was just thinking that. I'm thinking everyone else in that mobile home park. Have you seen any of the video?
I saw the pictures of the house. I didn't watch the video.
It's crazy how close the construction equipment, and they say the lights on all night long, the dust, the
your
noise.
AC is sucking a lot in. It's ruining you're having to change your filters like every day.
You're breathing that in,
Well, and that's where you mentioned Aaron Brockovich and things like that. I mean, I think they would have already done the air quality studies to say like, okay, this was toxic in the air. But we see a lot of these particulate cases coming out of like California and states out west, where they get all the air blowing in from the West Coast from the ocean and blowing toxins into these small towns.
Yeah.
So we see these cases across the country of the dust that gets blown around, and if it has those types of toxic particulates and stuff in it, I mean, now you're talking severe, medical issues and Aaron Brockovich level. Lawsuits.
Somebody just texted in and said, look, you can run a water truck on a job site 8 hours a day, but when it's 100 degrees outside, the instant that water hits the ground, you're good for about 15 minutes.
Then start spraying it at night.
And then it's gone, and you're right back at the situation you've had before. And if you get no help with rain, it's even worse.
Well, and that goes back to the defense side of things. Of if we've been doing that and it keeps evaporating, they're taking all the appropriate action. But I have to think that we haven't just started doing construction in the year 2026.
Yeah, no.
We've been doing this for a little while. We probably have a pretty good idea of how to resolve some of these problems.
Yeah. I know that when they do construction around our place out there, they're putting up these silt fences.
I've seen those.
That's a part of it. It's just basically to catch runoff. If while the site is cleared and it's just dirt, if it rains real bad, it's supposed to stop some of that. I mean, is there no like a dust fence for these guys? I mean, I know that seems almost implausible considering how much and how big some of these sites can get, but has that been considered? I mean, that would be cheaper than paying somebody, paying 50 people, $50,000 a piece.
Right, to tarp over it or something when they're not working on that side of the project. There's got to be some solution out there. So.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes for sure.
Right, Texter wants to know if you could explain what sovereign immunity means.
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. So in the Florida Constitution, there's a constitutional protection that says that citizens and individuals in the state of Florida cannot sue the state of Florida for certain acts, and then there's sovereign immunity caps for certain things that you can sue them for. So conceptually speaking, you can't sue the state while they are in furtherance of actions that we expect the state to. So I'll use the example of if a cop gets in a car accident, but he was chasing somebody down, that cop may be absolved of liability and responsibility because he's following somebody in furtherance of his job.
Yeah, it was in his duty, right?
In his duty, right. And so, but then there's statutory caps. So you go and you're at a boardwalk on the beach and there's a hole in the boardwalk and you fall through that hole and they knew about it and they should have fixed it and they didn't fix it. You can sue them up to a certain capped amount.
Yeah.
So it's a limit of liability for the state.
And is it the same kind of eminent domain kind of thing where if the state has to basically claim your home, and that's another kind of weird thing in Florida. I mean, it's weird in any state, but anytime your home, my grandfather's house got eminent domain because in Fort Lauderdale, it just happened to be when they were expanding the freeway system, his home was the exact place where 3 roads are going to cross over and intersect. So imagine that big spaghetti thing down on I-4 and Orange and
408,
and his house is right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he got paid okay, but they don't they just have to pay fair market value. You have no recourse there either, right? The state can basically claim half the road outside your house to build another road or expand that, and you just have to deal with it.
One of the most interesting trials I've ever seen. I've never done an eminent domain case, but I saw an eminent domain trial. Fascinating.
Yeah.
It's all experts arguing over whether or not the taking was reasonable and necessary, and then
if the price was reasonable and necessary.
And so you can really nerd out on some of those things. But those cases are very unique, and something like that, it's a little bit more obvious. It becomes a government taking, but there are a lot of the government taking cases are a lot more nuanced. It's like they are generating more toxic waste in this area, and so they have to take your property as a part of
like making a retention pond or something like that, right?
Or just like this area. So anyway, eminent domain is different, a little bit different, but conceptually speaking, the state has to pay you reasonable value if they're taking your stuff.
If you are being forced to sell, it should be more than reasonable value. It should be like 20% more than.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go, baby.
Because and that's where the experts come in.
Yeah. Because it's not just you selling your home. You're taking that, and especially now, Margaret. Like we buy these houses, we build them up, and I sell them. Right. We've been doing that for a few years. But now we get to this one, we're like, well, if we sell this house, we'll make a pretty good dime on it. But where am I going to go? I mean, where am I going to buy in Florida? Because in the 3 or 4 or 5 years that I would have the house, property values in this state have skyrocketed. So now I don't have as much buying power as I did when I was doing this, 8-10 years ago. Now it's, now we don't even know because everything's changed so much.
I mean, Palaca's got some houses.
No,
for
stop
sale.
it. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Yeah.
P-Town.
So does Castleberry. Yeah.
I think there's a Campbell's soup can that's got some rent for you.
Yeah, always good seeing you, buddy. Hang loose for us a little bit. Ray Trinley, that's onefirmforlife.com. TK Law is the firm, and of course, offices in Longwood and now in DeLand. He'll hang out with us to the end of the show. Deb, you got some news for us?
Yeah, we're going to talk about crews continuing to battle the massive wildfires in Spokane. Congressman Byron Donalds proposes the Cape Canaveral Act, and what the Zac Brown Band gifted all fans at a recent concert. We'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
All right, you guys got it. It's fun. That is your 6 o'clock keyword, FUN. Go to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance at $1,000. Let's take a little break. We'll come back and get Deb's news and get the hell out of here on a Monday.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James Miguel and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
The tropical moisture overhead holds as we kick off our work week. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. That moisture leading to the potential for some torrential rain and some low-end flooding concerns. So we'll have to watch any of those heavier bursts of rain through the remainder of our Monday. Any showers and thunderstorms do fade away. They'll be hit and miss in nature through the evening. Through the overnight, will dry out, temperatures falling back into the middle to upper 70s. Then for our Tuesday, at the wash, rinse and repeat, scatter showers and thunderstorms developing during the afternoon as this disturbance is just spinning to our northwest. Highs look to top out in the lower 90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, your nursing education doesn't have to wait. Earn your practical nursing diploma to prepare to become an LPN. Classes are now offered on weekends at their new Orlando campus. You may even qualify to start with a new laptop.
Find your seat and start now at rasmussen.edu.
Yeah, we were just talking about the houses that we built over these years. The one thing I know for a fact I learned early, I do no electricity and I do no plumbing. And I'll tell you why, because you make mistakes there, you could cost yourself your entire home. I always have Modern Plumbing Industries do all the work because they are so reputable. No showers, no flushing toilets, no sinks in your house. That sucks. You got to have somebody that really knows what they're doing and will not mess the job up. Modern Plumbing Industries has done this 1,000 times over for me. It's just one of the best experiences experiences I've had with any of our vendors. Amazing people. They do everything. Houses to high rises, all leak issues, plumbing, gas, water heaters, and so much more. And when you book your appointment, be sure to mention the Jim Colbert Show. That's a $50 discount headed your way just for doing that. But they have other deals as well, guys. You spend $2,500 off, expect a $250 bonus right back. You need a water heater, 40 or 50-gallon electric water heater installed for only $17.76. Find them online today. It's modernpi.com or call for 24-hour service at 407-327-6000.
Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. 0% financing for 72 months. Lifetime warranty. And all you need is $4 down. Now extended final days at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. It's my 250 sales event. I've dropped prices on 250 vehicles. Thousands and thousands off. Acres of new Mitsubishis. Outlanders with third row seating and all the tech. Plus acres of used cars. All you need, $4 down. $4. Now extended final days. Vehicles under 20 grand. Payments under $250 a month. I'm paying $3,000, $4,000, even $6,000 more for your trade. Bad credit, we don't just get you approved. We work with banks and credit unions to get you the lowest rate. Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. 0% financing for 72 months. With lifetime warranty. Thousands off. And every vehicle's just $4 down. Now extended final days at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just 2 miles off I-4. RCHill.com. That's RCHill.com.
As your lender, we'll need a credit check and personal references.
Not at Scott. Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we place the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
Some people are all talk, but conservative farmer Wilton Simpson gets the job done. That's why 61 Florida sheriffs, 24 former Cattlemen Association presidents, and Governor Ron DeSantis all agree. We need Republican Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. They endorse him because Wilton's done the job before. Safeguarding our food supply, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson banned hostile nations, including China, from buying Florida farmland. Standing with our farmers and against overdevelopment, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson increased farmland preservation by 243%. Expanding Florida's wildlife corridors, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson created the Florida Wildlife Corridor Program and conserved 18 million acres of Florida land, including thousands of acres of working farmland. Wilton Simpson is a conservative workhorse who gets the job done. A proven conservative farmer endorsed by Ron DeSantis. Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. Paid for by Wilton Simpson, Republican, for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit smiletunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
This summer, rediscover a place that's been here over 450 years, yet always feels brand new. Where the streets tell stories, the beaches are breathtaking, and every day gives your family more to take home than just a suntan. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, and the beaches. Welcome to the new world. Plan your escape now at floridashistoriccoast.com.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit onefirmforlife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead, so we will look ahead tomorrow on the Monsters in the Morning. You can catch Detective Barb in studio, plus Angelique. We expect her to be in as well, and more chances for you to win $1,000 keywords or Zoom tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Now, when it comes time for you to look ahead for you and your family, whether it's family law, whether it comes to wills, estate planning, trusts, you can trust Ray Trenley and the team at TK Law. Online, it's onefirmforlife.com.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in progress.
Hey, Ohana, real quick, if I get chance for one more. Bro, I cannot preach watermelon enough. I mean, that's really one of the only things I eat during the day. In the heat, hot airplane hangars, but it is all that and more. And Jimmy, I do put them in the fridge as soon as I get them. I've been successful keeping watermelon well over a week, crisp and good. I just change the saran wrap every time I cut a slice off, and everybody eat more watermelon. Aloha.
Aloha, brother.
Quick question for Ray. My neighbor is a seismologist. I live in one of these communities with zero lot line, so he's right next to me. Anyway, he says to me, "Oh, your bedroom's a bloody epicenter of love, isn't it? Set off my seismograph, right off the Richter scale," he said. "Can I sue this bastard for eavesdropping on my sexual vibrations? This seems like an invasion of privacy."
Privacy.
Keep on rocking. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Austin Powers banging it out. I like that. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
And so is Ross.
It's a controversy.
Our buddy Ray Trenton always hangs out for this last segment. Remember, if you have any issue, I mean, if you've a trip and fall issue, if you have some estate planning, if you are going through a divorce, you need advice on. I just actually called Ray because a friend of mine is going through a really weird situation where her mom was married to a guy. They got divorced when she was young, but they've remained very good friends. Matter of fact, she calls this person her dad. His health is not the best right now, and there is no protection for her, even though we know for a fact this gentleman wants to make sure that she and her family are taking care of her two kids that he's known since their birth, but because they're not related anymore, there's no help. And if he's not able to grant that, there is nothing she can do. So I reached out to Ray for a scenario like that. So these are the kind of questions he answers quite well all the time.
We're here to help.
Yeah, here to help for sure. Again, that's firms right there in Longwood and in DeLand as well. Deb, let's do You Heard It Here First.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on the Jim Colbert Show.
You Heard It Here First is brought to you by Stellar Nights at Orlando Science Center now through August 8th. See the lineup and grab your tickets at osc.org. Just remember, arrive early. The shows are filling up quickly.
Yes, they are.
All right, almost 65,000 people have been evacuated in Washington state due to those massive wildfires. Over 700 structures have been destroyed in the Spokane area, while the fires have torched over 8,000 acres with zero containment at last check. Commissioner of Public Lands David Upthegrove said there's a ton of work ahead.
As we start to grasp the overwhelming amount of damage that has been done in this community, and try to turn the corner and help you recover, it's going to take a lot of effort.
The only good news is that no deaths or injuries have been reported so far. Today, firefighters dealt with a little bit better conditions, including light winds, but temperatures expected to rise into the 90s again by midweek, something you just don't expect to hear with the Pacific Northwest.
No. I'm just glad my kids aren't flying there. I'm just glad one of my daughters is not flying there literally Thursday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend's entire family is meeting up there. They're coming over from South Africa. Everybody's meeting in Washington this week.
Breaker, we have a stage 5 sarcasm.
Yeah, no. I'm serious. That's true as it gets.
Yeah. Stage 5
You got great
sarcasm.
weather in Florida. They can just come hang out.
Yeah, right.
Congressman Byron Donalds and Senator Ashley Moody are introducing legislation to move NASA headquarters from Washington, D.C. to Florida's Space Coast. Their proposed Cape Canaveral Act would relocate the agency's headquarters to Brevard County. The lawmakers cite the region's launch sites and established aerospace industry. It makes sense. NASA's current lease in Washington expires in 2028.
Wow, that'd be cool.
That would be very cool.
Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
You a Zach Brown fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Lake music.
Well, it's barbecue music.
Barbecue music.
That was an Applebee's commercial.
Well, fans at Zach Brown Band's Boston concert over the weekend will be going on free vacations thanks to the band. All 37,000 people in attendance at Sunday's Fenway Park show were gifted a free cruise.
No way.
By Zach Brown himself. The trips for two aboard the Margaritaville at Sea are valued at nearly how much money in total?
Oh, my goodness.
37,000 free cruises for two.
$2 million.
Oh, it's got to be way more than that, right? These cruises are probably $400 a piece on
You said
average.
$2 million?
I said 1.2.
1.2?
I'm going to go 22 million.
Jack?
5.
Ross?
7.
How about $40 million in total?
36,000 people.
Low on that.
Yeah, guys, 36,000 people probably for the average cost of like $400.
Well, Brown said he did the giveaway to thank his fans for selling out 15 consecutive concerts at the iconic ballpark. That is a Fenway Park record.
Wow.
And you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
I had no idea it was that popular.
Oh, yeah.
What?
The Zach Brown Band.
Oh, really?
That they'd sell out Fenway
15 times.
Oh, no, dude. He's like mega popular.
Well, that's where we
well,
are.
You know, country's your thing.
No, it's not. But I know that.
That's kind of the world that we live in, because if it's not in your algorithm.
Yeah, you're right. If it's not, it's not, right?
But it also doesn't seem like the place where they'd sell out 15 times in a row.
Legit.
That's the surprising part about that.
That's wild.
Like, also for music, anything other than baseball, I don't understand why it would be used as a venue. But that's me. I've seen comedy shows at Fenway. I've heard about that. I just don't. That's a lot of dead space.
To say you did it at Fenway or Yankee Stadium, those iconic venues, to be able to say it's there.
It's true, but don't forget about the audience experience.
All right, Deb, who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank the friendliest attorney, Ray Trendley from TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Mr. Charcoal.
Also want to thank that mortgage guy, Don, for saucing up our Monday. Emily, the movie girl, relationship expert, Colette Fair. Brandon Kravitz from 96.9 The Game. Just in case you missed Emily's movie reviews, Colette's 2 segments are Brandon Talking Sports. All of their podcasts have been posted at The Jim Colbert Show. And last but never least, Sam Bowen, Candace Rich, and Alicia Boulware for running our YouTube chat.
Thanks, guys.
Have you been to therapy to a therapist 3 or more times in our YouTube chat?
50% say yes.
45. Pretty close.
Not bad. Ray, always good seeing you, buddy.
Good to see you.
OneFirmForLife.com. Ross?
This Wednesday, you can catch me at the Orlando City game. This Saturday, I'll be at Side Splitters.
On behalf of Deb, Jack, Ross, and Ray, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters the morning after us. It's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Monday evening.
See you later. Bye.
Oh, shut up.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Keep an eye out for road rangers clearing up a couple accidents off to the shoulder westbound on I-4 near Darrell Carter Parkway, westbound near Apopka Vineland Road, on the Greenway southbound near Boggy Creek Toll Plaza,